I did a couple small things. So I just changed like the drops. All right. No, 7/18 is 2 days ago. Yeah, it's 7/20 now. That's crazy. Time goes so fast. So I did a couple very small things. I decided to add a little extra bit of randomness. I have the Gerudo Valley exit randomized, and I have the Owl Drops randomized. I did not randomize warp song locations. I feel like that would mess with my brain too much right now. Because I'm so used to routing around the vanilla locations. There was like another tiny thing I did, but I can't remember what it was. I think I did like I did the credits music. So the credits music is randomized into the pool. Since I had that turned off for some reason. I think I did like one other small thing, but I don't remember right now, so. I don't have a good file name. Also, this is a sound effect. Okay, we're starting with a spiritual stone. Yeah, I didn't give myself any additional items or anything. There was another thing that I did, but I can't remember what it was. I mean, these are the items I've been giving myself. Yeah, anyways. Okay, we're starting as child. All right. Interesting HUD colors already. I like this tunic color. It's pretty nice. Okay, I've got some Fire Temple music. By the way, the start screen music was the minigame, the really obnoxious minigame music that like the carnival music. And then the file select was the Ice Cavern music. Now we have Fire Temple music. We have dark purple hearts, light green magic, and then dark purple HUD buttons, dark purple buttons, pink, like maroon, not maroon, like magenta A button, and then like a greenish B button. Very interesting, but not quite the vanilla green. And we're very far. It's interesting. Interesting. Okay, spawn point, market music. Alrighty. Sorry for not being active much. Life has been pretty busy. Absolutely no problem. Life is busy for me too. I mean, I was just on vacation, so I haven't really been here. Also, that sure is a noise. That sure is a sound effect, I must say. Yeah, I didn't do anything else with the sound. I just randomized it so that the credits. But But yeah, life does get busy. My life is gonna be busy too. Okay, just refilled our wallet. Okay, that's done. Okay. Yeah, is it a good kind of busy or bad kind of busy? Your favorite song on the game Kakariko Village theme? I love the Kakariko Village theme. It's so nice. I love that all the music is wrong, of course. One of the funny things about randomizers is the random music. My favorite times, okay. Speaking of wrong music and wrong dungeon. Very wrong music. I was going to say that, okay, so the battle music is the Forest Temple. That's not too bad. It shouldn't get too annoying. I have had some annoying battle music before. The main funny one is when all the boss music is like not fitting at all. That's my favorite part. Okay. Is there music in here? Oh, this is the Ice Cavern music again, yeah. The Fairy Fountain music is the Ice Cavern music. The Ice Cavern music is the Gerudo Valley music. Okay, I want to write this down real quick. Dungeons. Okay, Deku is ice. Then we have the Dongo's Cavern, Jabu. Then we have forest, fire, ice, water, bottom of the well, shadow, Gerudo Training Ground, Spirit, Ganon. Ganon, it will not let me write the word Ganon. Ganon! Okay. A boss battle could have the Kakariko Village theme? Yes. Yes, it could. It could. It very well could. That would be kind of awesome. I think it's probably happened before. Another great fairy fountain. I also went ahead and randomized the credits music into this, so we could just get credits music randomly playing. Okay. I just happened to start in Kokiri Forest. That was a random spawn point. By the way. Okay. Fishing with this music. Oh yeah, the battle music is Forest Temple. So as soon as the fish that's not even the right fish. Yeah, it's not even the right fish. I want the one in the middle. What? No. Okay, it won't let me target, then that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, Hey, big fish, what's up? Wanna see me? No? Dang it. What? There we go. I think that's the right fish. Hopefully it is. Very haunting music. So basically, the randomizers work. You just have to beat the game, but generally there's a lot of different settings you can put into the randomizer as to what gets randomized. Generally, in the regular game, you need to get all the medallions in order to unlock Ganon's castle, and then you fight Ganon. But because I have the dungeon entrances randomized, oh shit, bomb bag. Because I have the dungeon entrances randomized, including Ganon's castle, I only have it require one medallion to get me into Ganon's castle. But then that wouldn't be fun because then you just have to get one medallion. So I actually have it set so that the Ganondorf boss key, which you usually just get while you're climbing Ganon's castle, I have it set so that the boss key requires 6 medallions. So I basically have to beat whatever dungeons have the medallions in them, because the spiritual stones are generally just to become adult in the regular game, but we can do that anyway. So basically I have to get the 6 medallions, and then I can fight the boss and beat the game. So, but I have to beat whatever dungeons have the medallions in them, and then I have to get the proper items that I need to beat those dungeons. And also, I have certain things turned off, like I have all the small keys turned off, but the boss keys are random. The boss keys can be anywhere in the world, so we'll need those. Right. I don't think I can throw a bomb at that guy. That works. I forgot. I don't have like slingshot or anything. I don't have like a proper projectile. Dude, the camera is not helping. There we go. First Skulltula token. And then basically, yeah, so like the entrances themselves are randomized, so the overworld entrances are randomized, the dungeon entrances are randomized to each other, so this can be any dungeon. As far as temple. So any loading zone in the overworld can be any other overworld loading zone. Any interior location can be any other interior location. So like if you walk into a random house, it could be the Temple of Time. Also, the low health noise is a frog ribbiting, which is not annoying at all. So that's a thing. Because all these sound effects are also random. But yeah, you can basically make it as much or as little random as you want, or as easy or as hard as you want. Another Skulltula token. And I also don't know what the rewards are. So the Skulltula tokens can give you, normally you just get like rupees and you get the wallet upgrades and stuff for getting a certain amount of Skulltulas, but it can be anything, which is what makes it. And what's great about it is it's different every time, so if you need a certain item every time, you never know where the items are. Speaking of wallets, Adult's wallet. It's also just like really great quality of life stuff. Like it lets you skip cutscenes. It just skips cutscenes for you. Fast text. A lot of really great quality of life stuff in the randomizer that make the game actually fun to play repeatedly. I guess I could check out check out where this goes. Yeah, I'm trying to write down which dungeon is what, so I don't forget. So the Dauntless Cavern was Forest Temple. Also, there were 2 great fairy fountains in 2 in Kokiri. Kokiri, not Kokomi. There's a character in Genshin named Kokomi. I also just realized I'm about to die. I don't even think I can do anything in the lower area, so I'm just gonna head up. So maybe that's why it auto-corrected to Kokomi when I was trying to write Kokiri, because there's a Genshin character named Kokomi. But I haven't been playing Genshin lately. I got really burnt out on it, so I don't know if or when I'll return to it. So I know there's like a big new update coming out soon, but I'm not even caught up with the story at all. So the thing about Genshin is that the story is good, but it's very long. Like the cutscenes and stuff are very long. So streaming it is kind of annoying because it's a lot of just sitting around watching cutscenes, doing nothing. And it's just not the most enjoyable thing to stream. Hello, Mage. Not the most enjoyable thing to stream, but that's kind of why I stopped. And the stuff that isn't story related is just grinding, really. So, yeah. I was just talking about why I stopped playing Genshin, at least for the time being. Hopefully I won't die here. Let's just backwalk and pray. Okay. I'm alive. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Don't even have anything to kill these spiders with. I will stream things other than this. Right now, I haven't really been motivated to. Mass Effect 1 was awesome despite not aging well in some places. That's fair. I was also just talking about how this randomizer makes this game. Okay, so probably the adult fishing we don't need to do. How it makes this game more playable. Like the randomizer has a lot of like quality of life improvements, which makes the game more playable. So, yeah. Okay, Hyrule Castle. Outside of Hyrule Castle. Well, this will be important because this will be outside of Ganon's castle, so I need to come back here. Alright. Kokiri sword, thank you. I finally have a sword as child and a seed. That hasn't happened in a while. Where I actually get a sword early on as child. That doesn't usually happen, so I'm happy with that. Now hopefully a shield and a slingshot next. Alright. Water Temple Way the Hero. I'll write that down, I guess. I guess I'll write down my Way of the Heroes. Water. This probably means I'll have to full check Water Temple again. Which is alright, I guess. I can live with it. You don't know if you read what I said in the Discord about so far your short experience with Mass Effect 2. I saw that you wrote it. I didn't have a chance to read it. Treasure box game. Okay, so fishing we don't need to do. I'm gonna say other locations. Treasure box game. I'm gonna say HC FF GFF is treasure box game. Okay. Everything is so far the gameplay already feels much better. Everything is more natural and the RPG aspects have been streamlined. I guess if I ever play a Mass Effect game, I'll start with 2 because I don't like RPGs. I'm kidding, but I wouldn't actually start with 2 because then I wouldn't understand it because it seems like it's a continuous storyline from my understanding. I'm mostly joking around, but you know. So I actually randomized where the owl will take me, so we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. Interesting location. What was that? Token, okay. So the exterior of, okay, this is very strange. Okay. Carpenter's tent is useless. I want to go back into Death Mountain Crater, but I don't have any health. I'll only have 8 seconds. I guess if I die, I'll get my 3 hearts back. Or not, oh no, 4 seconds actually. I guess if I die, I'll get my 3 hearts back. Yeah, and there are unique consequences that carry through each game. Yeah, what I said though is if you don't play it as a trilogy, how does that work? Because the consequences of your actions wouldn't really make sense carried over if you just played 2 without playing 1 or whatever. Like if you played 1 on a different console or like not a very useful hint. Okay, more bombs, I'll take it. To render your default settings if you're not carrying over a previous game save file, I see. Yeah, the reason I asked about that was just because, like, I know that, like, I don't know if the games were released individually on different consoles, but like if your console broke or something and you had a new one, or I don't know, or if your game broke, or there could be other reasons. Oh shit! I need that. Can I get to it in time is the question. I'm gonna grab the thing and then immediately die. Did that even save? Chewing through your default settings, you're not. Yeah, I already said that. Okay. Hopefully that's saved, because that is a very important item. Well, I actually don't know if it is because I don't know if I need to beat Fire Temple yet, but yeah, okay, it did save. All right. One more check here. Oh shit! What the fuck? Is this gonna be another easy 7-hour seed? If it is, I'll do Key Sanity next time. If this is another easy seed, I'll do Key Sanity next time. Oh, I forgot I didn't have Ocarina equipped on C button, so I'll just use the D-pad for it. Alright. Okay. Underwater loading zone, Zora's Domain, okay. Interesting music. Zora's Domain. Alright, a bow! What in the world is this seed? Sorry, what in the actual world? Oh, that's a heart. I was like, what is that? Okay, arrows, gold skull to a token. Okay, nothing else too crazy in here. Piece of heart. Nothing else too crazy. I guess I'll buy the piece of heart because I have lots of money. You believe the save is fucked if your console breaks? No, yeah, I was just saying, like, in that case, if something like that happened, if your first console or your first game broke, and you had to start the second or third game without a previous save, that's what I meant. The games were released separately, with 1 in 2007, 2 in 2010, 3 in 2012. You'd have to back up your file on a hard drive to have it saved if you were to carry over to your new system. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking. That's why I was saying, like, if someone had a situation like that, they would have to use the preset settings. Because there are situations where you wouldn't have a save file from 1, is what I meant. They say that it emits flames in Kakariko Village. She gives a gold Skulltula token. So the Nocturne of Shadow cutscene is a gold Skulltula token. As long as you have the file, it'll carry your data over. What would happen if you started 2, you didn't play 1, or you didn't have your save file from 1, you started 2 with the default settings that it gives you, if you haven't played 1, and then you go ahead and play 3, would it let you, would you have to use the same default settings on 3, or would it carry over from 2 even if you never played 1? Would it still carry over from 2? Three only carries over from 2. So what you do in 1 doesn't matter. So what you do in 1 only matters to 2, and then what you do in 2 matters to 3. I'm not quite understanding. One carries over to 2, carries over to 3. 1 is point and 3 is point B, and 2 connects point A to point B. 1 is point A. Okay. But you can carry 2 over to 3 without having played 1 yet. That's what I was trying to ask. Okay, we don't need 5 skulls. So there's a very funny piece of information. Very little funny thing, which is that for a long time, I'm not sure if it is anymore, but for a long time, I think Ocarina of Time was like the highest rated game on Metacritic or something. So it was like the best game of all time according to Metacritic, and the worst rated game on Metacritic was big rigs, over the road racing, and in both games you move faster by going backwards. And this is a very funny piece, very interesting piece of information. Lol about even. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back. I'll say southernmost grotto. I love that fact so much. I'm not sure if Ocarina of Time is still the highest rated game, but it was at the time, for a time. Yeah, so it's just really funny that that's the case. Big rigs paved the way for companies releasing unfinished pre-alpha builds and calling them full games. Good job, Big Rigs. You ruined the video game industry. I thought that I had Ocarina equipped on that button. My bad. I still can't believe that Big Rigs actually happened. Like, what is the story behind that game? Like, who made it and why? That's what I want to know. Deserves a documentary. So I was saying earlier how I was starting to itch. It's because my skin is flaking off. You never looked it up? Yeah, me neither. I just know that it exists, and it's very strange. Almost feels like a joke, but yeah, no. So I was just saying about my skin itching. Apparently, my skin is starting to flake off, which is certainly something. I've never had this happen before. I've had sunburn before, but not like this. Like, what the fuck? I'm slightly scared I'm going to get skin cancer now. Since I know that's a thing. But yeah, you literally move faster by walking backward. If you hold target and walk backwards, you literally walk faster than rolling forward or just walking forward. You got sunburn once at a local festival. I mean, I've had it more than once, but not like this. Never this bad. I usually just get it from the beach, but I think you had mentioned that you've never been to the beach, though, which is still wild to me. But I get not everyone lives near the water. You think the moment was what made you a night person? I mean, mood. Relatable. I get it. No, I like going out in the sun. It's weird, too, because I put sunscreen on, I thought. I must have either not put enough on or not put it on in the right place. But, like, it's awful. I don't recommend sunburn like this. Do not recommend. Do not try this at home. So I didn't sit on the beach again after that. I vowed I would wear a shirt, so I wasn't so exposed to it. Because I had a swimsuit on, and it covered like my stomach, so it wasn't like my stomach that got sunburned, but it was like my back. Like so like, you know, like if, I mean, you don't wear a bra, but like if you're wearing like a bra, like where that would, like the back of your neck, like the dip in it, and then like the shoulders and like upper arms. Because it's like the part which would normally be covered by like a t-shirt. As long as Storm's good. The part which would normally be covered by like a t-shirt. It's like a tank top basically, but like with a dip in the back. So like it's like the upper part of my back, like my neck, my like upper part of my back, and then like my like shoulders. And I did get some of my face too. So like my face is flaking a bit too, like my cheeks and my like above like my eyebrows, like where my eyebrows are, my forehead, flaking. So it's wild. So I went to the park today, but I was like, I'm wearing a shirt. I do not wear tank tops. I'm not dealing with it anymore. The only tank tops I have now are like two like workout kind of things, but I'd only wear if I was like working out or whatever. I don't really do it. I mean, I dance, but I usually just wear like a crop top when I dance. But I don't really wear crop tops outside unless I'm going to like a concert or something. But even then, I the crop tops I have are like t-shirts, so they have like Back in the Graveyard is Water Temple. Okay, Shadow Temple is Water Temple. Sorry, water. I think no, it's an email. I thought someone texted me for a second. No, and it wasn't even an important email. It was just Reddit notification for something that I don't care about. Okay. I get so many emails in my inbox. I've been getting like spam emails too, where it's like, you won this thing or whatever. And I'm like giveaway code, whatever. And I'm like, nope, deleting that shit. You have one non-underwear tank top? Yeah. But honestly, it's just too much sun exposure. I'm like white AF and I burn. I don't tan, I just burn really easily. I'm like very white. I'm not saying that like to be racist, I'm just saying it makes me burn like crazy. I want to get my ancestry results. But I'm like, I know my dad is my dad. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about my dad not being my dad. He's told me detailed stories about, you call them underwear tank tops because you refuse to call them the other thing. I don't even know what the other thing, I don't want to know. If it's something dirty, I don't, I'm so, I always feel like people refer to things that I have no idea what they are, and I don't know if it's just autism or it's just me being stupid and naive. People call them wife beater. Oh, that. Yeah, I've heard that before. I have heard that before. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Well, when did it become? When was that like a thing? Does people still call them that? It's crazy. Apparently it's been selling since the late 40s. I mean, that makes sense. Speaking of like that type of thing, you know what's crazy to me is that people, mostly nowadays agree that like beating your wife is bad, beating your husband, beating anyone, any adult, like having any sort of like physical punishment towards an adult is bad, and yet people still justify spanking kids. I do not get it. I don't get it. Like how people think it's okay to like hit kids as punishment, but then, oh, you can't hit your wife, you can't hit adults. It's like, I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Because apparently kids just aren't seen as people with autonomy and worthy of respect. And in some regards, yeah, like saying kids can't consent, you know, that's a good thing. You should say kids can't consent. But like, they can't consent to being hit either. Like, the fuck? The cruelty is the point for people, but you still don't get it. Like, logically, yeah, like, why would they support... Oh god, this sound. The Kako sound is so bad. So yeah, it's like, why would you support this? I don't understand people. Vanilla, by the way. You're probably so confused whenever I say vanilla. Basically, when I say vanilla, vanilla location just means that it's in the original location, that it wasn't randomized, or it randomized to itself. I don't know why that's become the term people use, but in this context, but it sounds like a computer dying to the Kako sound. The clap, 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 that thing. That's not the normal chicken sound. I don't know what sound effect it is. Really? I had to miss that one. What? I hate this game. There we go. Random fun fact, Jennifer Hale, voice of Avatar Kyoshi, among so many other cartoon characters, is also a voice of female Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. I just listed Kyoshi because you knew I'd get that reference. You're literally like my dad. My dad does this all the time. He'll be like, so-and-so, this actor in this movie was in this movie that you saw. And I'm like, Dad, I don't care. It's such an autism thing to do. Very autism move. She's been in so much stuff, it's crazy, but she deserves it, yeah. Her voice acting here is probably the best you've ever heard from her, and in 2 it seems to be even more refined. Nice. it's just like pressing down a switch or something, like the sound effect that we're hearing. And of course, it gets randomized to the chicken clock, so you're just hearing it repeatedly. Which is great and lovely, and I love it. Yeah, if you're not mistaken, you'd have to play through the trilogy multiple times to get every single achievement because some can only be unlocked through certain outcomes. I see. Final treasure by Cabin to Purple Ruby. Okay. Right. Yeah, we don't know where this owl goes either. Zora's River Way to Hero, okay. Given that the entire trilogy covers about 250 hours worth of total content, so you're saying you'd have to play 250 hours multiple times to get all the endings, or what? Dude, this is worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. You have to play at least that. That's the total amount. That's better, but still kind of bad. I mean, I put like 400 or 500 hours into Genshin, but it's a little different because that's like an open world game. A lot of that was just grinding, to be fair. Most quests you can do no matter your outcomes. Yeah, that's fair. I'm glad that Nintendo games primarily don't have achievements because trying to get all the achievements in some... If Breath of the Wild had achievements, good lord, imagine. Speaking of achievements, it's Genshin has an achievement for like getting killed by a boar. Which is pretty great, and I love that fact a lot. But, like, if you didn't know about it, you would have to like go out of your way to like intentionally do it. I mean, you have to know about it and then go out of your way to intentionally do it. Like, I don't know who would find that by accident. Alright, I keep forgetting I have a sword. I'm so not used to having a sword. I can actually, like, break all the pots. I can do my calling of breaking every pot. Yeah, I must have gotten this close alone in the back island, yeah. Uncharted 4 is an achievement for if you sit still for 30 seconds at one specific card as a reference to when that scene was shown off at E3. And they had tech difficulties for 30 seconds. That is awesome. That is awesome. I love that. That is awesome. figured, okay. You missed E3, yeah. Oh shit! Baby seed. Also, yeah, the overworld music is the Ganondorf music. I forgot to do the thing. I was gonna play the song and yeah, there's no point being here during the day. Here. Here. I thought about turning on Cal's Sanity, but decided against it. Probably I'll do that soon, though. Here. Here. Shield, finally. Here. I forgot to write down where the mask shop was. Damn it. It must have been in Kakariko, yeah. I'm gonna say Happy Mask Shop. Alright. Mass Effect fans even have their own Mass Effect Day that the dev company BioWare recognizes November 7th in reference to Commander Shepard's N7 rank. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Okay. Deku Tree, Water. So we don't need to beat Water. We don't need to beat Water or Deku, but we know Water's where to hero, so another pseudo all dungeon seed because Deku's so short, and then we need to search Water anyway. I mean, I won't fight Morpha unless I have to, but yeah, pretty much a pseudo all dungeon seed again. Here. 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 I keep thinking I have Ocarina equipped properly, but I don't. Really? How did that dog end up following me? An N7N is a special forces designation. 7 is the highest level of proficiency. I see. So it's kind of like Mario Day, March 10th, Mario Day. Why did I just walk right back into the door that I just exited? I'm silly. Oh wait, no, these are two separate things. Wait, these are just two separate. They look identical. What? I'm so confused. This must be the like adult version of this room. Okay, yeah, okay. Like whoever moves into that house. Oh wait, no, that doesn't even make sense because that house is gone. I don't know. It's a very similar looking room. All right. Windmill. Okay, does that mean night windmills or not? Sorry, not night windmill. Adult windmills impossible. I have Song Storms. That adult windmill is impossible, I guess. The Guru check. Oh wait, no, it isn't because Dampé. Yeah, okay. Dampé. Okay, so we don't even have to. I don't even have to write that down because I don't even have to come back later. Let me just check the last night entrance and then. I keep forgetting I have Song Storms now. Okay, what is that? Another heart. Okay, Coke bottle, spirit, bomb shoes. Okay, nothing too crazy. All right. All right. Was this the gate I came out of? Yeah. Because this is the wrong time of night. Because I want to make it early night so I can get the Dampé reward. So I have to go somewhere else, make it day, and then make it night. Oh, okay. Well, we're back in Hyrule Field. Almost vanilla. I'm gonna equip Ocarina properly. Okay. Song of Time, nice. Good. Nice. Won't have to worry about those annoying checks now. You're back? Hi, back. I'm Raya. Good one. Do I want to spend 99 rupees on bomb shoes? No. Okay. We're leaving. Yeah, still no bottle, so I can't do the Swirl Skull stuff. I don't have Lullaby, do I? No, I don't think so. I have Song of Time and Song Storage. Yeah, I don't have no Lullaby, no Sorry Song, and no Warp Song besides Pyramid. Okay. Alright, got it. Okay. I'll have to remember to come back here with Auror's win, that's nice. There's a species in Mass Effect called Elcor, and they're basically autism, the species. That's nice. I love autism. Well, that sounds like a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. They communicate emotion with each other through pheromones. But with other species, that doesn't work, so they constantly tell you what mood they're intending to convey when they speak. They'll tell you if they are being sarcastic, genuine, angry, sad, whatever. So tone indicators. And there's an offhand news report in Elevator Enemy 1 that says that some troop somewhere is staging an all-Elcor adaptation of Hamlet. The game predicted tone indicator /J. I feel like tone indicators probably existed for a while. I don't really know. And there's an offhand news report. I already read that, I'm sorry. Bad. I forgot I have a shield now. I should probably equip that. I guess they have, and they were proposed as far back as the 1580s. I guess technically emoticons are tone indicators. That's also true. I never really thought about it that way, but like that makes a lot of sense. Stuff like dash S and slash J seem like they're from within the past 10 years at most, though, but you could be wrong. I don't know. There we go. I get to buy more watermelon tomorrow. I'm going to go shopping tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask my dad to send me more money. I forgot. I don't get paid. I don't get paid this week because I was off work all last week. So it's been a week since I worked. It's been over a week since I worked. Blue fire oil is very nice. That's really great. I love that. No, I was just gonna ask him to send me money for groceries because he usually sends it on Friday. But I guess he'll be home tomorrow probably. So my dad decided to go down to Asheville. There's even a Reddit post on our Mass Effect where a parent of an autistic daughter explained the concept of Velcro to her, gave her videos of Velcro speaking. I'll let her try speaking like Elcor to better convey and get other people's tone. Interesting. Yeah, so did I admit I've been so out of it. Did I even mention that my grandfather passed away on I think Monday or Sunday? It was Sunday, no, Saturday. Like last Saturday. I did. Okay, I couldn't remember. I was on vacation, and then so much has gone on. My brain is just melted. Okay, so he was being buried in Asheville, North Carolina, because my mom's buried there too, because that's where our family plot is. My dad decided to drive down after he dropped me off at the train station after a vacation. He decided to drive down to Asheville. So the burial was yesterday, so he should be on his way back. That just reminded me. No, tomorrow's Sunday. I keep forgetting what day is what. But Monday, I have a therapy appointment. And I have to, I'm really stressed out because my therapist wouldn't answer my question last time about if he was going to leave the country if the country decides that they like donuts, which is my funny way of saying if Trump wins, because I don't want to get too political. But okay, I'll come back here as adult then. So but he wouldn't answer my question. And he said, we'll have to talk about it in the next session. And I had agreed at the time, but I really, really don't want to talk about the election with him. Because talking about it with him causes me anxiety, because he tells me how he thinks things are, and his perspective on things may not align with my perspective or with my family's perspective. And he might genuinely think that we're going to enter a dictatorship and we're all doomed. And I just talked with my dad, actually. And my dad was telling me that he doesn't think we're doomed. You know, he says, because I'm in a good state, he says they'll throw a lot of things back to the States. Well, you might be doomed, but that I'm not doomed. Basically, because I'm in a good state. And I think my aunt and uncle are going to say the same thing to me, but I want to talk to them about it first, or talk with them and my therapist about it during our family session, because we're going to schedule a family session because there are some communication things that we need to discuss together to help us all communicate with each other better. So I think I will tell him that I don't want to talk about politics until I get to talk to my family, and then we can all talk about it as well during the family session. But I don't like talking with him about it alone because it makes me stressed. Because I want my aunt to be there and like vibe check it, you know what I mean? But I think my aunt's going to say the same thing my dad said, which is that a lot of things would get thrown back to the States. It's very hard to enforce a lot of things, and they don't want to spend money enforcing things like forcing schools to not teach certain things or whatever. So it would just get thrown to the States, and a lot of schools wouldn't care or wouldn't follow it. So he said, like, I'm probably okay staying in New York. Okay, we don't need 40 Scofilas either. So I'll just have to tell my therapist I don't want to talk about politics until I get a chance to talk to my family properly. Because my family's just coming back Sunday night, and I don't want to talk to them until, like, I can't. We need to, like, schedule, like, a family meeting for other reasons, not just politics, like, for other reasons. But I don't want to do that right away on Monday because they've just gotten back. They're very tired. They'll be very tired. Like I said, they just buried my grandfather. Obviously, they're not going to be in the mood. So we are going to schedule, like, a family meeting, but... So, I think I'll tell my parents, we can talk about other things, we can talk about, like, and also some of the stuff that involved my family, because I don't think I told you what happened, was that I said something very tone deaf. Basically, when the Taman World Tour was announced, I posted about it in the family group chat, and I was saying, I need to get tickets and blah, 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 blah. And then, it was kind of tone deaf because I was like super excited about it and was like, I need to get tickets. And I was saying that like as a heads up, like, because it was going to affect scheduling. But now it's looking like he won't even be here until probably spring. But that's not a discussion. But my point is I was very like, so what I had said was like really tone deaf just because of the timing. So basically, I want to talk with my therapist and my family about this together. That's why I want to schedule a family. Well, I want to schedule a family session anyway, but I think for that specific thing, to kind of talk to them both together about it, because like what are ways to communicate easier and like handle that stuff. But for the Taman thing, he's only announced his Asia tour dates for this year. It's labeled as a world tour. People are worried because apparently some groups have said world tour and then only done Asia. So people are worried he's not going to come to the rest of the world. But I don't think that's true. I think he'll come to the rest of the world probably next year. His agency is fairly new and fairly small. And the only tour they've done that I know of is the BB's one, which was mainly in the U.S. Sure, they announced all those dates at once, but there were less dates and they were smaller venues. So Taemin has a bigger fan base in Asia. But I figured, my best guess would be why they didn't announce all the dates at once is because, one, they want to do the Asia dates first and see like how well it sells and stuff to get an idea for like the kind of venues they want to play. And two, they probably don't have venues secured for the other dates. Okay, I already got that slingshot. Yeah, they probably don't have venues secured for the other dates. And it's their first time touring a tour this size because Taemin is a lot more popular than VV's. So it's their first time looking at venues this size, and it's their first time. So it's their first time looking at venues this size for this agency, and it's their first time touring in Europe. I think, assuming they're going to go to Europe. So. Based on the fact that Taemin just joined this agency and he really wanted to go to the rest of the world and had made it clear, but SM didn't seem to let him, I think he must have negotiated this in advance of his new agency, so I'm not worried about it. But some people are like, he's not going to come to the rest of the world because these other companies have screwed us over. It's like, based on everything I've compiled, I think he will, but my opinion is that they didn't announce all the dates at once because the agency is still securing venues. The agency is still securing venues and still researching venues in the U.S., researching venues for this size in the U.S., and then researching venues in Europe. That would be my best guess as to why it wasn't announced for the rest of the dates. And I'm like, I would rather them not rush it out and not announce everything right away. I'd rather them take their time to do proper research on the cities that they want to tour in and proper research on the venues instead of picking bad venues or picking bad dates, So my best guess is it just isn't secured yet for those other venues. Like, they're probably in talks with venues, but they're still researching and they don't have the dates secured. So that's why they haven't revealed the cities and dates yet, because they don't have anything secured past those Asia dates. And the Asia dates are like end of August through end of November. So, but the dates are like a week between dates. What? I don't have Lullaby. Oh no. Okay. I forgot. I don't know why I keep thinking I have Lullaby, but I don't. I have Song of Storms and Song of Time. Yeah. So the dates. So I was saying the Asia dates are like a week apart each, which is really good because you want to give artists time to rest between their tours, between their dates. And there have been instances of K-pop groups like Luna who were not given a chance to rest, and they had a bunch of dates in the US, I remember, and all of their shows were like 2 days apart, so they were like jet lagged and they were like exhausted. So it's good that they're doing it this way for Taemin because it means that they care about his health. But the other thing is that, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I'm crazy for this, but is it not normal to like take a break between like different legs of a tour, like a North American leg or a European leg? Is it not normal to like take a break? Does everyone, unless they're only really mainly touring in one continent, have like 3 days elsewhere? Most people who like do extensive touring in multiple continents will like take breaks between. Yeah, and is it crazy to not announce everything at once? Like, does every single artist announce all their tour dates at once? Because I don't think that's true. I've seen other artists not announce all their tour dates at once. Like, if it's a European artist, they'll do their Europe dates first, and then they'll announce their US dates later. Am I wrong? Like, is that a normal thing that people do? You're saying they do not announce all their dates at once? Is that what you're saying? Swans did not do that? What are you saying they don't do? That they don't announce everything at once, or that they don't do the legs separately? because it just depends on the artist. They announced European, like, and then when that was done, okay, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Okay, this is normal. This is normal practice, even for Western artists, because people are now trying to gaslight me into believing that. People are now trying to gaslight me into saying that I've only ever seen this with K-pop artists just announce all the dates at once, like every other artist does. And I'm like, I don't think every other artist does that. And you're confirming that for me. So thank you for me knowing that I'm not crazy, because people are actually trying to gaslight me into thinking that every other artist announces all their tour dates at once across continents, which is not always true. So, exactly, it's like, I think people are scarred because they're standing an artist who used to be in SM Entertainment, and SM Entertainment is shitty at doing anything right. So I think people are scarred from following SM Entertainment artists. But like, God, like, it's just crazy to me. Like, they're gonna announce either the European leg or the North American leg next. Like, I think it's pretty clear. Like, people are freaking out that, like, these are the only dates. There was a 2023 leg and a 2024 leg. It wasn't European and North American specifically. So here's my question. Did they announce in advance that it was going to be a 2023-2024 tour? Or did they just announce so-and-so tour in 2023, and then they announced 2024 when 2023 was done? There was some time between NA and Europe each time. Yeah, okay. So they did like an extra year. That makes a lot of sense. But I've seen other artists. I know that there are other artists who have announced different legs, like a European leg or a North American leg, at different times. I know that's true. They just announced 2023, and sometime after that was done, they announced 2024. Okay, hang on, I have to write this down. Lakeside Lab at Longlawn. Okay. See, exactly. So people were saying that, well, they only said 2024 for the Taman tour. They haven't said anything about 2025. That means that these are the only dates we're getting. And I'm like, they'll probably say 2025 when it's 2025, guys. Like, anyone who expected him to be able to tour the whole world in 2024 is ridiculous. You can't tour the whole world in 3 months, because it's not starting until the end of August, and then he's not going to tour in December, because nobody tours in December. So, like, that only gives him 3 months. There's no way he was going to tour the whole world in 3 months. If he did that, it would be like 2 cities in every continent, and then no one would be satisfied. So it's like, I would rather have him do lots of cities in Asia, then take a break, then do lots of cities in North America, then take another break, then do lots of cities in Europe, then do 2 cities per continent for 3 months, and then just be done. You know? Like, I would rather wait so that he can play more cities than just have him come this year. I don't even have time to see him this year. I'm seeing G Idol in September. My school schedule's gonna be fucking crazy. Like, I don't even have time to get to another concert. I had to pass up Dreamcatcher tickets because, like, I've seen Dreamcatcher before. I wanted to see them again, but I don't have time or money because it cost me like at least $600 every time I go to a concert that isn't here, because nobody plays here. So whenever I go to a concert in the city, it costs me $600 because, let's say, $100 for the ticket, $300 for transit, $200 for the hotel. So yeah, it cost me $600. That's not including like food while I'm gone and all that. You know? So it cost me $600 every time I go to a concert in the city because I have to spend the night and I have to get there. So I can only afford to do it twice a year, really. So yeah. Swan's last concert of the 2024 leg was EU leg was March 12th. The first concert of this year's NA leg was April 12th. They took time, yeah. I don't know if Taman's gonna be touring for 2 years, but I mean it wouldn't shock me because he's never had a world tour before. He's been an active solo artist for 10 years, and he has a very extensive discography, all things considered. So like, I wouldn't be shocked if he toured for 2 years, off and on. I mean, he's gonna take breaks, but like, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if he follows like a more Western touring schedule because Western touring schedules allow their artists to rest. K-pop is evil. I know that's crazy to say, but he's also like releasing new music soon, and like people aren't even talking about that. They're just talking about the fact that he's not coming to the West. It's like, yes, he is. Just be patient, you guys. He's literally releasing new music like next month, I think. So I'm super excited for that, obviously. Maybe I'll have another 6 out of 5 song. We'll see. Reference one, they did take off December. This is what I'm saying. No one tours in December. Am I crazy for saying that? Do people usually tour in December? Hyrule Field Wave the Hero. Interesting. Hold on. I mean, they do sometimes, because I know I was going to see Evanescence and Hailstorm. I was supposed to see them in December. Shadow Trial. So long shot is required. Or is it? I'm not actually sure. I don't think it is. Hammer's required, though. So good thing I have Hammer. Okay. Thieves Hideout Foolish. Okay, I'm going to say Foolish. Thieves Hideout. And lastly, Blocks the Way to Generic. Okay, that doesn't really help me too much. Okay. Because I still don't know what's in the grotto. Okay, so I have seen artists tour in December, but I think it's kind of stupid to do it. Unless it's like Trans-Siberian Orchestra or something. Oh, and the other fairy fountain is Outside Tot, which is... Sorry, I have to write this down again. Yeah, no, So yeah, I have seen artists tour in December, but I think an international artist would not want to tour internationally, or any artist would probably not want to tour internationally in December. Any company that's, working up the money for a tour like this probably doesn't want to tour January for that matter, because nobody has money in January, I guess. But I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, maybe it won't be till February, but he might tour in January. I think he's definitely going to take December off because one, it gives him a good break because even if he's getting a week between tour stops, he's still going to be busy with other things, and also just like even a week, even having to travel to all these different places, that's still not much time off. So it's like, yeah, of course he's going to want like a proper break. So this, at the very least, it will be December, but also January, maybe also January. I don't know. My point is that I don't think his agency would want to tour him in December because my guess would be flights and such accommodations are more expensive for everyone during the holidays, I think. Maybe not, I don't know how it is in Europe, but in the US, I know that's the case. Also, like, Taman is Catholic, which is weird to think about, but he is. If you didn't know, he's such a good pure Catholic boy. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm sorry. But he's Catholic. So Catholic is a form of Christianity. It's Christianity adjacent, at least, for people who don't think being Catholic is Christian. I think being Catholic is Christian. I was always told that Catholics are Christians. Some people like to say Catholics aren't Christians. Either way, it's Christian adjacent. So, yeah, either way, it's Christian adjacent. So he's gonna want to spread. He's gonna want to spend. He's probably gonna want to spend Christmas with his family or whoever. Like, most likely, it's Christianity, and I'm not willing to hear otherwise. I don't want to say, like, I don't know why you care or why you feel so strongly about it, but, like, you're not religious, so, like, why do you feel so strongly about whether or not it's Christianity? The God of Catholicism is Yahweh, and Jesus is the Messiah of Catholicism, therefore it's Christian. No, I agree with you, but there are enough theological differences to where some people would beg to differ. But I agree with you. I agree, but because I was raised Anglican, which is it's Protestant, but it's more similar to Catholicism than a lot of Protestant denominations. I put it that way. I mean, Anglican is Church of England. You know, there's two different types of Anglican. There's the homophobic ones and the non-homophobic ones. I was unfortunately raised in homophobic ones. Also, this voting zone will be randomized. I was raised in the homophobic branch. Always comes off as tribalism. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Trust me. Christians are some of the most tribal people. Okay, so that's where that goes. Christians are some of the most tribal people. They have like so many sects, so many different sects of Christianity. Like even Protestantism, there's just so many different Protestant denominations, and there's so many different types of Protestant denominations. Like even like a Baptist is different than a Methodist, but then what kind of Baptist are you? Are you Southern Baptist? Are you American Baptist? Are you whatever? There's so many differences between even the like Baptist denominations. So yeah, it's wild. It's wild. It's incredibly tribalistic. I fully no. It literally is tribalistic. So yeah. To my eyes, Christian is Christian. Oh, trust me, that's not what most Christians think. The amount of infighting over like theological details, the amount of like infighting that they have. If you worship Yahweh and Jesus, you're Christian. That's all anyone should see, to be honest. No, trust me. No, I agree with you, but the amount of, you'd be surprised at the amount of arguing that's done about this. Trust me. A lot of Protestants don't think that Catholics are Christians. I'll just say that. So yeah, I'll ask you, are Mormons Christians to you? That's why you feel you do. Oh, no, I've seen it too. I think it's BS. I think that no matter what denomination you are, you're going to have different beliefs about things, and that's fine. My thing is you have to be willing to be proven wrong. That's my issue. And so many people are not willing to be proven wrong. And what I mean is, like, if you believe in a God, of any sort of God or any sort of afterlife, or even if you don't believe in an afterlife, you have to be willing to be proven wrong, as if you can't know what happens with the afterlife, or even if there is an afterlife, until you've been there. So, like, the idea of, like, God only sends these type of people to heaven, it's like, you don't know that until you get there, if heaven even is real. So, like, you have to be willing to be wrong. And I think that's what pisses me off, is that people are so unwilling to be proven wrong. And I think that no one is right. My actual opinion is that I don't know what's what when it comes to that stuff, but I believe that no one knows and that no one is completely right. Who knows? Some people may be closer to the truth than others, but no one is completely right, because that's impossible. That's my opinion. And I think, if you do believe in a God, I think you could say that God is, like, beyond understanding, and that no one can know everything about God, and everyone is wrong about God. You can say that. So it's like, that's just what I think. Hey, we're back to Cookie First. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good time to go adult then, since I've made a full loop around everything. Yeah. Mormons still worship Jesus. Yes. The main difference is I forget what it is. The main difference. Like, if you ask my dad will tell you that Catholics are Christians, but Mormons are not. My dad, who is Christian, he is Anglican Episcopal. He will tell you that Catholics are Christians, but Mormons are not. And yeah, no hook shot. A little concerning. But we'll go with that. I have a lot of other things, but no hook shot. It's his right to believe. Oh yeah, no, totally. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying, I think that so there's this thing called the Nicene Creed, which was made like way back in like 200, 300 AD or something. Basically, a bunch of people couldn't agree on like the tenets of Christianity, so they wrote this thing up, and the thing is like, there's only one God, he's three persons, blah blah blah. Jesus came to save the world from sin, all this stuff, all the normal stuff. And so there's all this it's this whole like creed of like what people believe, but we believe in blah 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 blah. And basically, if you don't follow that, you're not Christian. Like, that's what most Christians will like adhere to, or that's like what my dad would say. And the Mormons have added on some other stuff. I don't remember entirely what's up with the Mormons, but they believe or it's like, if you can believe in Jesus or worship Jesus, but not believe Jesus is the Son of God. I think that's what my dad was telling me. I think it's like they believe that Jesus was like created by God, and he's like the first thing that God created, but he's not actually God himself. Whereas Christians believe that Jesus is like another part of God. So that's like enough of a difference for people to say that like Mormons are not Christians. Because you have to believe that Jesus is the Son of God and also God. It's very confusing because it's that there's one God, but there's three different parts of God. So it's a 3-in-1 deal, basically. But it doesn't make a lot of sense because you're supposed to believe there's only one God, but there's three forms of God, basically. Which is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And the Son is Jesus. So Jesus is God's Son, but he's also God, which is very weird. But, yeah. So, doesn't make I don't really get that. How he's God's Son, but also God. Like, that doesn't make sense. Never made any sense to me, and I'm not going to bother trying to understand it. I guess I'm saying that's the main difference between, like, I guess it didn't make sense to Mormons either. Mormons believe a lot of other weird stuff. Like, that's the main difference, is that Mormons don't believe. Nobody's ever given you an answer that made sense. I mean, again, it's their right to believe it, but as long as they're not assholes about it. That's my problem, is when people are like, but I'm right. It's like, how do you know you're right? That's what bothers me. It's like, what I get hung up on, no, the thing I get hung up on the most is not that. It's the fact that God is supposedly all loving. He loves everyone, no matter what. But he's also all powerful and can prevent bad things from happening and just chooses not to. When it's like, it's not proportional. Like, I understand bad things happen because of sin. You'd say everyone's sinned, whatever. Okay, fair. But because everyone has done some bad thing at some point. Like, nobody's perfect. I get that. But my thing is, like, I eat rupees. What the fuck? 5 rupees for that heartbeat. I need the shield, but I have to have 80 in my wallet for the shield. Yeah, it's like crazy. It's just this crazy thing. I don't know. You honestly believe God is the first Gary Stu? I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, it's night. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense, because if you think of it, like, God is a character that can do anything. But yeah, no, my issue is the, like, morality of it, where it's like, why should people, like, say everyone's sinned, okay, say that one person's sin was, I got mad at my mom and yelled at my mom, okay, yeah, that's a bad thing to do, right? You should apologize. But then say another person's sin was cold-blooded murder, and the person who yelled at their mom gets cancer or dies in a tsunami, and the person who committed cold-blooded murder gets to be rich and successful. That's where I don't get. So I am of 3 minds. I do generally believe that God exists. I don't know if I believe in the whole Trinity stuff, but I do generally believe God exists, but I'm of 3 minds. I believe either that, option 1, God is all-powerful and actually evil and actually hates everyone and is just doing shit out of spite, and letting people suffer, and God is the bad guy and Satan is the good guy. If Satan is real, I don't believe in Satan, but like, if the devil is real, the devil's actually the good guy, and God is using Christians to gaslight people into thinking whatever. So that's not into following him by fear, basically. He's using that to gaslight people. That's option 1. Option 2 is that God is a loving and caring God, but he's not all powerful. He, she, it is not all powerful and cannot prevent every bad thing from happening. And it's a sense of God is the good force in the world and there's an evil force in the world, and God can't prevent all evil from happening. The third option is that God created everything, but is very hands-off and doesn't really care too much to maintain his creation. He kind of just left the creation to its own devices. So basically that ideology is called deism or deism. I don't know how it's pronounced. So I am of 3 minds. Depending on what day you ask me, I will give you one of those 3 answers. So yeah, that's why I don't fucking know. That's my thoughts on God. I don't fucking know. I have no clue. Couldn't tell ya. But yeah, I believe it's one of those 3 options. But I don't know which. One of those 3 options, or either there's no gods at all, and there's just good and evil forces, like the Force in Star Wars. It's just like there's supposed to be a balance, and then shit gets thrown out of balance because people do bad things. That's the other option. But I do believe in souls. I believe that souls are real. So by souls being real, ghosts can be real. But also, like, spirits can be real. But I don't believe in heaven and hell as physical places. I believe either that I believe basically. Oh shit, Bolero. Oh no, lullaby. Oh god, lullaby. Dude, I really need rupees. I gotta buy a shield. You don't have any kind of spiritual religious inclination at all, but it's good food for thought, and I do try to think of logistics behind it kind of thing. Oh yeah, like again, people are totally, that's how I see it. It's like you're totally free to believe whatever you want. It's like if you also don't believe in any of it, it's like, as long as you're not like rude to people who do, I don't care. The only time that I get mad is when people are like assholes about it, when they're like, but like, you're stupid for believing in God. Fuck you. like, there are people who do that shit. It's like, why do you care, dude? Why does it bother you what someone else believes? As long as they're not using it they're not shoving it down your throat. Why are you shoving it down someone else's throat? Even if they're shoving it down your throat, why do you want to fight fire with fire? You know, it's like, what's the point of that? But my thoughts on the afterlife is that either everyone, I don't believe in like getting reincarnated into animals or anything, but that people get reincarnated into the thing that they, so like if you're a good person, you could get reincarnated into a better life, maybe, but like if you, or maybe people who are like good people get reincarnated into places where they're needed. Like, hey, we need a good soul here. We need a good soul in this operation. Let's reincarnate the good soul into this operation. And then and then people who are bad, if you, for instance, if you make fun of poor people all your life, then you get reincarnated as a poor person. If you murder, maybe you get reincarnated as a murder victim. You get reincarnated into the table. I am the table. Those kind of people are just as annoying as evangelicals. You mean the people who are like, fuck you for believing in God. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, you're yelling at people for not believing what you believe. It's like, you can't force someone to like believe in God or not believe in God. Like, I can't force people to like believe that a God exists at all. I'm not even like 100% convinced that a God exists. I generally am on the side of there being some form of higher power, but I'm not like 100% sure, and I can't like prove it. But like in terms of like, you cannot force me to believe that God is all powerful and all good, because that logically does not make sense. And I have autism, and it's a logical fallacy that just doesn't make sense to me. Now, as long as people aren't assholes about it, I'm not going to judge them for believing that if that's their religious belief. But it just doesn't make sense to me, and I cannot be forced to believe that. And I don't believe in a God. I don't believe, you know, rather, I could believe in a God, but I would not worship a God who says, if you physically cannot believe in me, I don't care if you have autism, which I gave you because God created everyone. So if God gave you autism, you know, it's like, I don't care if you have autism. Like, and it doesn't make any sense to you logically. If you don't believe in God being all powerful and all good, you go to hell. Because people will say that, like, if you don't believe in God properly, you'll go to hell. And it's like, where, like, how? Like, that's not a merciful God, a God that forces you to go to hell for not believing in him, even if you try to believe in him. Because trust me, I tried to believe in the biblical God that I was told to believe in, because I thought I had to. So yeah, anyways, point is, these people suck because they want everyone to believe the same thing they do. But yeah, it's just, I don't believe we should be gaslighting people into like believing a certain thing. But I don't think that a merciful God. So my thing is like, if God is bad, if God is actually cruel, in my opinion, which is like, if God says, I'm going to send you to hell for not believing in me the way I want, then I don't want to worship that God, and I don't want anything to do with that God. And I would believe that the whole like devil thing or the whole hell thing is just fear mongering, or it's created to fear monger. Like, I believe that those things are morally bad. I believe that forcing everyone to worship or go to hell is morally bad. And if God is morally bad, then that means that God could also be lying to everyone. And I think God is lying to everyone and saying that they'll all go to hell and die and burn in hell if they don't follow him, because it's a power trip. And he wants people to like worship him. So he's trying to get everyone to worship him. So he just tells them that to scare them. If God is good and not a terrible person, then basically it means that God actually never said any of that, and then people just made that up to try to fearmonger people into following their religion and giving their church money. Either way, it's bad. Either way, I don't want anything to do with it. So yeah. That's my thoughts. I don't know. I just think that if all the gay people go to hell, then hell would be a fun place. So like, I don't get like why that's a threat. Like, I don't want to go to hell with stuffy. I don't want to go to heaven rather with stuffy evangelical Christians. Like, that's not my idea of a good time. So like, I don't know. And now I'm just remembering a South Park episode where two foster parents adopted a bunch of kids and forced them to be specifically agnostic. That's funny. Telling them that they can only drink agnostic drinks like Diet Dr. Pepper, or sorry, not Diet, just regular. If I got proven to me definitively that God exists, I would be very unlikely to worship him, at least within the understanding of the three Abrahamic religions. I can't read, sorry. Because none of them paint him in the best light to me. I remember a meme showing a bunch of hate preachers saying, spending eternity with these guys is not a selling point. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I am, because that's how I am, like, I believe, I can say, like, I think I believe that, like, a God exists, but I don't know enough to be comfortable saying that I worship them, you know, because it's like, a good God, my thinking is that, like, a good God would not demand, like, blind worship. Like, if God is like morally good and actually good and a good and loving entity, then they would not demand like blind worship. And if a God demands blind worship, then I don't want to worship them, because that's just following a dictator to me. And if God is nice and doesn't demand blind worship, then I'm just content existing in the world and just being a good person and doing whatever, you know. So yeah, that's all there really is to it. The South Park episode even had an agnostic motto on the family wall. We cannot know with certainty if God or Christ exists. They could. Then, again, there could be a giant reptilian bird in charge of everything. Can we be certain there isn't? No. So it's pointless to talk about it. But yeah, the reason Dr. Pepper is agnostic to them is because it's not quite Coke or Pepsi and they don't know what it is. Yeah, so true. So true. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, there could be a giant reptilian bird. Like, we don't fucking know. Like, I have no way of knowing. You know, I've always said that there could be like a planet full of unicorns that exists somewhere in the multiverse. We don't fucking know. I can't prove that there isn't a planet full of unicorns. And I can't prove that there is a planet full of unicorns until I find it. I guess my thought, though, is that, like, I could never be staunchly atheist because I tend to lean on the side of believing that things could exist until they're disproven, and I find that most things are very hard to disprove because you can't search every single place in the universe and or multiverses. You don't even know that there's only one universe. You can't search everything in every universe in order to guarantee that you know what doesn't exist. So, like, I can't guarantee that something doesn't exist, which is why I'll never be atheist in terms of, I guess you can say atheist in terms of not believing in a certain religion. Like, I can never be atheist in the sense of saying there are no gods, because I can't prove that there aren't. So I also can't prove that there are, and I think people who try to prove that there are can be really annoying. But people who try to prove that there isn't a god are also annoying. Isn't a god or gods, you know, it's like, I can't fucking tell you. That's just my thoughts. There's an episode where God reveals himself, and he does not have a human design at all. In South Park. The point of proving things is that you prove that something is, not that something isn't. Exactly. I cannot prove. In other words, I cannot disprove. You can't prove that a god doesn't exist. I think you can't reasonably prove that a god does exist either. But, like, in my opinion, things are possible until they're proven to not be possible, which is very, very hard to do. So I kind of just think anything is possible. I have a very open mind about things. But I tend to have a very open mind about things. But at the same time, you know, I'm open to being proven wrong. That's the thing. It's like I'm flexible about it. I'm chill about it. I'm not crazy. So yeah, that's all. I did not mean to get into such a big philosophical debate. I used to have these discussions with my ex, but he was annoying. So my ex claimed to be Christian, but I'm not sure how much he was. He was just a weirdo in general. He claimed to be Christian, but he didn't really care. I don't think. He was just kind of like, whatever. When you want to find out how something is, you go into the mindset of how does it work, and any kind of presumption is going to lead to biased results. Yeah, exactly. I like having these kind of talks with people who know what they're talking about. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. My point is, I have no idea if God is real or not, or whatever. I have no clue. I guess all I'm saying is don't be a bigot. I mean, that's pretty simple. Deck a tree. Can I do anything? Okay, I can do some stuff here. I have a shield now. I just got one. Okay. Yeah, it's like, don't be a bigot. Just in general. I know that I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense, though. Like, I know that I can't know everything, and that trying to pretend. Honestly, I have a lot more peace in my life now that I've like made peace with the fact that I can't know everything. I feel better in a way. You know, it's weird. Yeah, so we have Zelda's Lullaby now, so I need to use it. And I can't finish the dungeon because I don't have a fire source. I don't think blue fire will count for this, so I don't have a proper fire source yet. I think me letting go of my belief in a God coincided. Sorry, I misread that. Coincided with me being more uncomfortable elsewhere. It's like for me, like how it is like when I said like I can believe that like a God probably exists like to me, but like I don't. It's letting go of like forcing myself to like worship a God for me, or like forcing myself to believe that a God will solve all my problems. basically just forcing myself to follow any form of like organized religion is what like was making me unhappy, so I just stopped. I mean, it's not that simple, but you know. Basically, I was just really unhappy with being forced to follow any form of religion. You were afraid to say fuck until you were 14. You'd also become an agnostic atheist when you were 14. So when we were talking about the word atheist or the other day, so how did you describe it? Because you were saying, is it just not believing? Is it just not being religious, or is it not believe? Is it believing that a god doesn't exist? Like, what is the official definition of atheist? And like, because there are some people who are like very adamant about like, there's no god, you're stupid for believing in God, fuck you. There are some people who are like very adamant about that, and then people who just don't say fuck you, but people who like strongly believe that there isn't a god. Atheism is not believing there's a god. It exclusively pertains to the God question. So then an agnostic theist. So an agnostic atheist means you believe that there isn't a God, but you don't know for sure that there isn't a God. Buddhists can be atheists. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Because our Buddhists don't really believe in a God. They believe in, like, it's like a philosophy. I don't know. I don't know too much about Buddhism. I'd like to learn about it. Honestly, it interests me a lot. I would like to learn more about Buddhism. I think if I were to, like, follow a religion, I would probably align more closely with Buddhism than most other things. But, again, I don't really want to follow any religion strictly because it's just not for me. Yeah, I'm going to have to safe word, I think. I don't think I ever picked up, like, Fire or Eld or anything. Okay. I've just saved work to get out of this room. Agnostic atheist means you don't know for sure, but you lean more towards no. The only religions that interest me, I think you meant interest, are Buddhism and Satanism, the actual stuff, not what 14-year-old edgelords think it is. like the satanic temple or whatever. Because like the like actual like satanic temple. Yeah. That's funny when you said that. I like what 14-year-old edgelords think it is. Because I don't. Well, there's also what Christians think Satanism is, where they think Satanism is just worshiping the devil. Like the Christian devil. They have a word for people that actual Satanists don't believe in Satan. They have a word for people that believe in Satan, though. Christians, yeah, that's true, because Christians believe in Satan. They don't worship Satan, they're against Satan, but they believe in Satan. So that's my other question, like, why are they, because that's the thing, like, I would want to know, like, why are they called Satanists if they don't believe in Satan? Because, like, where did the name, like, how did that originate? Because it's definitely confusing, because then people think that they worship Satan, which is stupid. Because, like, obviously, like, is that another song? No, it's Bandoleros. God damn it. I guess I don't know. I just think people need to chill out about like it's like the whole satanic panic thing when people think that like people are actually worse than Satan. It's like, guys, relax. Go gauntlets. Go gauntlets before hook shot. Wow. Dude, where is the hook shot? I don't even think I can progress this room. I don't have a fire source. I can try the blue fire arrows, but I don't think blue fire works like fire. I mean, blue fire has special properties. It works for melting red ice, but I don't think blue fire will actually work on like regular like spiderwebs and stuff. No, it doesn't. It's a completely separate property. So I'm gonna have to leave then. Okay. It's very much about the self. It's a long story from my understanding. It's about using the iconography and the philosophies of self. So it must have to do with like the word Satan. I don't know too much about it, but anyway, I guess for me it would be like I just feel like maybe they should like make another name for themselves so that they can stop getting harassed by dumbass evangelicals who think that they actually worship Satan. Originally meant enemy, yeah. Because that's how they refer to Satan in the Bible. Like Satan is the enemy of God. So that's how it. But how does that relate to the self then? Is it like fighting yourself? Sorry if I'm stupid. I just don't know. I'm just asking. Because when I was saying all this stuff about hold on. When I was saying all this stuff about like the church and the Bible and like the different like creeds and stuff, I was just saying all that because like I was raised in the church, so I know that stuff, but I don't necessarily like believe in all of it at this time. So yeah. You sorry you had a brain fart? It's okay. I forgive your brain fart. Excuse me. My brain doesn't work well most of the time, so I get it. Having unmedicated ADHD sucks ass. And the reason I can't really get medication for it is because of my anxiety. So, and if only I'd gotten that purple rupee earlier when I was grinding rupees. There's not really much else I can do here. I can't check the water temple entrance. Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do at Lake Highlight right now. Okay, I guess I'll just leave. Yeah, the owl owl isn't here as the owl isn't here as a doll either. Satanism is about taking care of oneself. And to take care of oneself, we must also take care of one's community and encourage social activism. Yeah. The Satanic Temple, TST, interests me more than the Church of Satan, which was the one founded by Anton LaVey. I don't know who that is, but that makes a lot of sense. I'm just trying to figure out how the word Satan connects to the philosophy of self. That's what I'm trying to understand. Is it like giving in to temptation, or like I don't get it? Like I don't get it. I'm sorry. So are you thinking of just like screwing it and like joining the Satanic Temple one day, or what's your thoughts here? I swear my family would kill me if I did that. They just use the imagery. So do they do it just to piss off Christians? Or like I don't understand. You visit it, but you don't belong to any religion. I mean, I'm just saying you could if you wanted to, but if you don't want to, that's also totally fair. Not wanting to conform to religion. I mean, that's how I am. I'm like, I don't really want to be stuck following one thing, if you catch my drift. So, yeah. Wait, how did I never find Lost Woods as child? Oh my god, I never came here as child. I can't believe that. I'm so stupid for not coming here as child. Lost Woods is so barren, isn't it? Anyways, there are loading zones though, so that's good. Would your parents be mad if you like visited a satanic temple with that? Or do they just not care? Oh, right, I have Sarah's song. Okay. I think I do. Do I? I just got it, like, recently, I think. Oh, shit, I forgot to make it night. There's an element of reactionaryism to it, and specifically towards the extreme side of evangelicals. As satire does play a major role in the Satanic Temple. That's probably why I don't plan to join it. I have the punk ethos for that. I think my parents would just be confused. Yeah, that's why I asked, because like I know that some people get really upset about like that stuff. I don't know what my dad would say, because I'd have to like explain to him that it's not actually Satanism. Or it is Satanism, but it's not like Satanism in the way he thinks it is, which is people who actually worship the devil. I guess my question is, are there people who actually worship the devil? Like the Christian devil? And people are like, man, yeah, I love that guy. Like, is that a real thing? Because Christians are so scared of it. Like, is this a real thing that happens? I mean, I guess there are people that do everything. There are people who like actually identify as Jedi. like I'm not making that up. Like there are people who like religiously identify as Jedi. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. The only people that say that are edgelords. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm just thinking about like the insanity that people do. Edgelords are insane people. That's song killing. But yeah, no, I've heard of like real actual people like identifying as Jedi, so anything goes. Really. Like, oh hey there, what's up? We're just having a huge discussion about religion, apparently. Welcome to Satanism. Hey, you don't want to scare them off. For the latter, you're talking about people like serial killer Richard Ramirez. Oh, when you're talking about insane people? Also, we found out where that loading zone goes, I guess. Back to Lake Hylia. We're not actually Satanists, don't worry. But yeah, you're right. I mean, of course, edgelords. I didn't think about that, but of course, edgelords would do it. Edgelords will do anything. But yeah, I guess the truth is that there are always crazy people in every group. Oh, wait. Oh, that's how I got here before was via the Gerudo Valley exit. So the Gerudo Valley exit goes to the same place as that loading zone. I understand now. Yeah, Lost Woods is so barren as adult. Okay, don't have to worry about the fish. Already knew that. These are the kinds of people that just spam 666 over and over and drop pentagrams on their notebook without knowing its actual origins. Yeah, this whole conversation is really weird. We just went down a whole tangent about religion. Pentagrams aren't even satanic, they're pagan. You know this because your best friend in high school was Wiccan. Oh gosh, yeah, that's true too. Like, people like to conflate paganism and Satanism, which pisses me off. People really like to conflate those two things. So there was this song called Doomsday Blue by Bambi Thug, and it was for Eurovision. It was the Irish entry for Eurovision, and people were upset that Bambi Thug used Satanist imagery, but it wasn't Satanist imagery, it was pagan imagery. Pagans have historically been a scapegoat for Christians. I mean, this is why we had witch hunts and all that. Burn the Witch by Radiohead plays. Don't have Gerudo Carter, I don't think. No, I do not. I don't even have hookshot. I can't even get thrown in jail. I can try to sneak in there and then free the carpenter, but without hookshot, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, I need hookshot, dude. I really need a hookshot. Okay. It doesn't exiting just take us back to Lake Hylia, I think. Or no, it was something else. You thought edgewood means someone who says offensive things for shock value. Yes, that's what edgewood's do. At H plus 2 at G5 to me. Edgelords will say they worship Satan because it shocks some people, but almost nobody actually worships Satan. Yeah. Edgelords are just dumb and annoying. Nobody wants to be around them. I really need a hook shot, by the way. I really need a hook shot. You just joke that you're going to hell together? I mean, yeah, sure, go off. I love how you just refer to this person as the friend from Albany at all times. Like, that is her only identity, is that she's from Albany. I'm just a friend from Syracuse, then. Rudolph's Fortress foolish. Okay, good to know, good to know. Wait, I didn't actually do the thing. You don't want to say your name on stream? No, that's totally fair. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Right, just make a fake name. Be like, I don't know. Okay, so we don't need 30 souls either. I don't know any like good fake names that are for nice people. In private chat, still, you guys are just used to being secretive. I mean, if it's a common first name, I don't think it would matter. But also, if she doesn't want that shared, then that's totally valid. Okay. You like edgy humor personally, but you do feel like some people take it way too far. I don't want to ask what your definition of edgy is. Because if it's not appropriate for stream, then don't say it. Okay, don't need Final Frogs. Where is my hook shot? Yes, I heard about that. When the announcement came out back in, I don't remember when it came out, but I did hear about it. His sense of humor is dark, it always has been. It's refined darkness. I see. Okay. I literally have every strength upgrade, but I can't find a friggin' hook shot. There's 20 schools. I'll check the reward when I go back. My bombs are full. I'm not gonna worry about it. I sent a few rays purposely asking my friend from Albany how the letter is solely to tease her because we both hate that shit. She said that if I asked it seriously, that's how she'd know if I were kidnapped. That'd be my code word for that. Race jokes, and sometimes I make fun of my own trauma for help. If you're just doing it of your own race and you're both in on the joke, all right, but don't repeat them. Well, either way, you shouldn't be making race jokes toward other races. If you do that, then stop doing that because that's not cool. With talking about your own trauma, that's totally understandable, but I think race jokes are only okay if it's your own race. Like, if I make jokes about white people, that's fine, but like... I guess you're allowed to make jokes about white people even if you're not white, because white people suck. Saying this as a white person. Figured it was a self thing, but yeah, towards others isn't cool. I'm just saying, I don't know what they meant by that, but I don't want to know. Yeah, all I can say is that as a white person, I give you permission to make fun of white people if you're not white. That's it. Oh, Forest Meadow. Oh god, I just realized I don't have hook shot, so I'm gonna have to go through here. Normally. Listen, needing a hook shot was the friends we made along the way. By the way, I just wanted to, I just kind of thought of something, which is that I will never tolerate certain types of jokes ever again, even if I don't give I'm not going to give second chances anymore on certain types of jokes. Because I gave someone a second chance once and it ended up causing me distress for about 6 months. When I should have banned the person on the spot for making a certain type of joke. I definitely should have banned that person on the spot, and I feel bad for not doing it because it caused everyone else had to then deal with the person too, and just put up with that person for so long. I don't understand how his entire front side is. I don't know how these guys work. Video game logic, I guess. That's the only good explanation for anything. It's just video game logic. You feel bad too about not banning it. You weren't there during that stream though. I'm pretty sure you weren't even in that stream. It was solely a me problem. Come on! Where's my hook shot? Sorry. I can get that a shot. Well, no, I don't even have boomerang either. What the fuck? I don't have hook shot or boomerang. What the fuck? Sorry. Anyways, yeah. Great game. Great seed. Baby seed I was talking about. Haha, very funny. Dude, I need more arrows. What the fuck? What? Invincibility frames. Fuck off. Yeah, you just mean in general? Well, it wasn't your fault, though. If I had just banned that guy the first time, none of this would have been an issue. So, like, if I had just banned that guy for making a terrorism joke, which is what it was, then none of this would have been an issue ever. And I could have just not ever had to deal with that kid ever again. And we'd all be happy, and life would be good. I came all this way for a blue rupee. Yeah, still not your fault, man. Just don't feel bad, because I was the one who enabled that. I was the one who enabled that guy for so long. I know he's a kid, but it's not an excuse. I should never enable people's behavior like that, and I've just made a strict rule that I don't mess it. I just don't want to have anything to do with anyone under 18 unless it's purely in like a public chat, so like a stream chat or like a public Discord that isn't mine. I've made my Discord strictly 18 plus. But like a public Discord that isn't mine, I can't control that. And then like stream chat, YouTube comments, Doggo's Cavern, Way to Hero. Okay. Okay, got it. And then yeah. So all I gotta say is. That I wish I had not been. I wish that I did not enable so many toxic people in the past. And if they are kids, it's like it's not my job to babysit. I will let people parent themselves. Like they have to seek that from elsewhere. And if they don't have a good parental figure to help them, that's also not my problem. So like, not my job. If it was like someone I knew, if it was like a family member, like a niece or nephew or something, which obviously I don't even have nieces and nephews, I'm an only child, but like just as an example, or if it was like a close friend's kid or something, I don't know. There are situations where I would step in, but I don't do that with random people anymore. So like it's not my job to parent. Oh yeah, I did this setting where I made the boss keys custom. It's purple, so I guess it's Shadow Boss Key, I assume. I made the boss key designs custom. Yeah, it's Shadow Boss Key. That's a cool design. I just started putting my age in my bio a while back, so people stopped inviting me to their all minor art servers. What the fuck? Art is cool and all, but I'm just in for the art, and these same people are already in the big art server we all came from. Dude. Well, unfortunately, just putting your age in your bio isn't enough if you don't want minors to, like, try to, like, friend request you or, like, interact with you outside of, like, a big server or, like I said, I'm okay with, like, minors being in stream chat as long as they don't cause any problems, or YouTube comments, because I can't police that. If you're over 13, which is what the allowed age is on YouTube, then, like, as long as you don't cause any trouble, it's fine. But I don't want to be, like, DMing or, like, be friends with anyone. And I just recently put it in my Instagram bio, too. I put in no DMs under 18. Because I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm tired of parenting people. Unfortunately, some adults are still stupid. But I mean, I've known like 17-year-olds who are more mature than some of the 18, 19-year-olds I've known, but you don't want to be in servers whose only members are minors. Big art server has adult member who's huge sci-fi geek and history buff you can talk to. Yeah, I honestly just don't want to be in servers flooded with minors in general, especially when they act so stupid. Like, I don't mind. Like, honestly, most of the people, like, in the Taman Discord I'm in, most of the people seem to be adults, which is nice. I was expecting it to be, like, a whole bunch of kids, but honestly, most of the people in the Taman Discord seem to be adults. So, like, I'm happy about that. I know they allow minors, and they also have a rule, which I really like this, that the Taman Discord has a rule about no DMs between adults and minors. You have to ask to DM anyone in general, but there's also no DMs between adults and minors allowed, which is a really good rule to have in your server if you have minors in your server. I mean, my rule is to just not have minors in my server, but... Also, a big reason why you mostly just stay in the art section, don't go to general. Occasionally, I'll post swans and music chat. Yeah, fair enough. But honestly, people for the most part are pretty well behaved in the Taman Discord I'm in. I think the big shiny Discord is okay. I'm in 2 shiny Discords. One of them is small, is like very small and like a friendly kind of thing, and the other one is like the big shiny Discord, and I don't really talk in there. I'm in like a bunch of K-pop Discords. Like, I'm in the TXT Discord, which is crazy. I'm in the G Idol. The only reason I'm in the G Idol Discord is just because of the concert, so people can like help me with the concert and stuff. Honestly, though, like Blackpink Discord was pretty chill too. Blackpink Discord, I'm still in it. But they honestly helped me out with the concert stuff, because Discord is good for, like, if you're going to the same concert as other people, it's good to, like, they can give you information on the venue and stuff if you have questions or tickets or anything like that. People buy and sell tickets on the Discord, you know, it is what it is. So that's the only reason I'm in the GI. I never talk in the GI or Discord in the, like, general. I'm just in it because of the concert that I'm going to be going to. There's a mod who's incredibly active and does their job properly. Yeah, that's a big factor. I've been in servers where the mods are just MIA. And, like, I've been in a couple of K-pop servers where, like, the mods are just completely MIA, and it's sad. Yeah, I'm in the black, the R black. It's not even the biggest Blackpink server. It's the R Blackpink server. It's actually kind of nice and non-toxic. But I don't really talk in there because it's just so big. Same with the TXT. I don't really talk in them. I'm in the Dreamcatcher. I haven't talked too much in the Dreamcatcher server, but they're probably chill. I only talk in like the Tainment server and like the one small shiny server I like. You went to Swans Discord in 2020 and it sucked. Unfortunately, that scans. I feel like Swans seems like the kind of group that would attract a lot of like toxic people. I don't know why. I mean, obviously, like K-pop fans are toxic too. So I'm just saying, like, I've been in some K-pop servers which has been like, what the fuck, and then I just left. But it seems like Swans would be a bunch of like incels or like Fantano fans. I don't know. It would just be like the Brad Taste server. Speaking of Brad Taste, his server fucking sucked. Like, how does that guy, like, regardless of what you think of the dude, he curates a very toxic community, I'll say that. I did not like being in Brad's Discord. Mostly Fantano stands, annoying memers. Almost all the talk was about the trilogy and movie soundtracks. Ice Cavern is GTG. Hold on. Okay, what was GTG? Okay, the dungeon. Ice is GTG. Okay. I mean, his whole bread and butter is taking the worst elements of Fantano, exclusively acting and cultivating that. Yeah, his server fucking sucked. Like, people were so rude in there. I told you, somebody got mad at me because I said that was Björk's debut album, and they're like, actually, Björk was a child star in the 70s, and she had an album before that. And, like, someone, like, literally got mad at me because I said that Debut was Björk's debut album. I'm not even kidding. Nobody cares that she was a child star in the 70s. Like, I'm sorry, no one fucking cares. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that shit? Like, oh my god, it's awful. It's awful. Like, I cannot believe people are like that, dude. What am I wanted to check what the waste was with Steve's Hideout and Brutal Fortress. Okay. Or to anyone really. I don't know what you were saying. Yeah, no, I cannot stand people who argue about the most petty ass shit and get mad about the most petty shit. Like, yeah, literally, I didn't like the Radiohead server, which is why I made a Radiohead server, because I did not like the Waste Central server. And that was a huge mistake on my part. Because I made my brand about hating Waste Central. And because I hated Waste Central, people didn't like that. They were like, be nice to Waste Central. And then I was in a smaller Radiohead server, and that sucked too. So, like, I just kind of decided that Radiohead servers were a bad idea because mine sucked. Everyone's Radiohead server was awful. I was so pissed. I am so glad that the Rag Bros server that I never finished making the Rag Bros server because it's a Genshin thing. It's just about Kaya and D-Luke as brothers. No ships, no weirdness. But I couldn't find any Rag Bros servers. The only ones I found, there was the one where they got mad at me for saying LMAO because it counted as swearing, which broke their no swearing rule. And then there was another server which was dead. So I wanted to make a Rag Bros server, but I wanted to make it with my friend, and who is now my ex-friend. So I'm glad I never made that server because I would have had to part ways with them. I probably would have just had to give them full control over the server because I never wanted to make the server. I ended up just deleting it because I didn't want to finish it. But yeah, I honestly just do not like Genshin anymore. Like, I'm so done. I'm so done with Genshin. Like, at this point. You only really talked in Waste regularly in 2020. Yeah, I just don't like Genshin anymore. I know that seems weird, but like for me to just flip a switch and suddenly stop liking it, but I guess I also found the fandom to be like kind of toxic. I don't really know. The Genshin fandom's kind of toxic. But also like the game itself is like Genshin discourse is exhausting. Because either everyone like there's only two sides. There's the people who like worship the game and act like the game there's nothing wrong with the game and it's perfect. And then there are people who act like the game is awful and gone downhill and the developers never listen and never add anything they want and blah 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 blah. And I'm just so sick of it. I'm just so fucking sick of it. It's crazy. Excuse me. You only have the personal experience of those two people. My ex-friend and a few other people. Anyway, the whole discourse is just exhausting. I'm on Instagram. I followed like a lot of like Genshin news pages and stuff, and like meme pages, and like people always want to like comment about how the game is awful, and I don't mean they're just hating. I mean they're people who like used to play the game and are like they never add anything. So and so game is better. Blah blah blah. And then people turn around and like defend it like it's this perfect game that has no flaws, and it's like it's exhausting. But there's like a lot of discourse about. I did post. Did you see that I posted the Sean Chiplock thing in the Discord? I did post that. If anyone was like curious as to what the fuck that was. I don't know if it's true or not. That's another reason I don't really want to play Genshin right now. Light arrows, okay. Where's my hook shot? If I do, I'll probably just switch. I'll give in and switch back to Japanese or something because I'm not dealing with that shit until I know for sure. Because I main that character, so or I'll just switch back to maining Scaramouche instead. I spent $150 on the character, so like I feel like I should. The whole sunk cost thing too, like it just made me realize that like if I'm just playing a game out of obligation because I'm afraid of like losing out on like all the time I put into the game, it's not fun anymore. There's no point in continuing to play a game if you're just doing it out of obligation. If it's not fun, then there's no point. And it's just like, doesn't matter how much money I've spent, it's not worth doing something that isn't fun. This isn't the same, but Me Too introduced a character who looks like Kanye. Mass Effect 2. Was it supposed to look like Kanye, or did it just accidentally happen to look like Kanye? Apparently it was accidentally a bottomless face after someone who looks like Kanye. Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm just being reminded of there was this whole thing. I've talked about it a little bit before. Me and Chaos were talking about it because Chaos is a Sonic fan. And there's this guy, Kim Penders, he used to make Sonic comics back when Archie had the Sonic license, and he lost a bunch of rights and stuff. He sued everyone, he got rights to his characters, and then everyone hates him. And he's a fucking weirdo. But he basically made a character. So basically, he's this washed-up guy who's trying to be famous for something he made 20 years ago, and just is completely washed up and sucks. Okay, you know Butch Hartman? Okay, he's like the Butch Hartman of comics, kind of, a little bit. Making ridiculously expensive commissions of dumb shit. Except he's not, as far as I know, he's not part of some fucking crazy-ass church. Like Butch Hartman is, because Butch Hartman's part of some, like, not-so church. At least Ken Penders isn't that. But you know your animation. No, of course you know Butch Hartman. I mean, you know Butch Hartman. You know all the shit Butch Hartman gets flack for. Anyway, okay, point is, this guy is stupid. But he made a character for his comic, which is supposed to be a reimagining of his Sonic characters, which has its own creepy art style. Anyway, he made this human character, and I'm pretty sure he just traced over Anthony Mackie's face, and the guy just looks like Anthony Mackie. And, it's bad. So that just made me think of that. But actually wanted to ask something. Hold on a second. It was back up on, yeah. Okay. What's about Anthony Mackie? It was just like, oh, I wanted to ask, is the lady who made Steven Universe like a problematic, annoying creator, or was that just shit my ex said because my ex was crazy? Like, is she actually annoying, or was that just shit my ex said? I mean. So I was just thinking of like annoying like creators who like to piss on their fans. But then I was thinking like J.K. Rowling has gone beyond that. J.K. Rowling is a whole other level of shit. Like she's a literal Nazi defender. So yeah, at this point, like I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if it went that far, but the ideology that she preaches is very adjacent to certain things. But yeah, what's her name? Rebecca something, the Steven Universe lady. You ever done anything problematic about Rebecca Sugar? Okay, that was her. As a teen, they're non-binary. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know they were non-binary. Oh, use-based/she. Okay, so I didn't just her. Drew some questionable fan art of Ed, and Eddie, but from what I can tell, regretted it as an adult. Okay. I guess the thing was like it related to the show itself, or maybe like things that they said about the show, like defending their actions in the show. I guess the idea is like creators who think they can do no wrong, who like are like it's my thing, I'm right, and all of your interpretations and advice suck. All of your advice sucks. I am the ultimate authority. And everything you say sucks, and you can't take feedback. I was just using that as an example of what I'm getting at here, but I don't know about her. Okay, I'm sorry. My ex was, so I don't know. Because my ex made me watch the Lily Orchard video, so all of the information I have is from the Lily Orchard video. But I also blocked a lot of it out of my mind, not because of but just because my ex is my ex. You watched all the way up to the movie kept with behind the scenes stuff. No, I trust you. I'm just saying what my experience is. I literally watched the Lily Orchard video and then my ex was an a-hole about it. My ex literally said that Lily Orchard is only hated because she's trans, by the way. That's what my ex said. Which is stupid. That he said that. I guess I was just asking if Rebecca Sugar had done anything. I guess some of the things Rebecca Sugar said about the show, allegedly defending parts of the show, made Lily Orchard and other people mad. Okay, so it's not on the same level. Okay, so it's the guy from Miraculous Lady. Okay, you know your renovation. Do you know shit about Miraculous Ladybug? You wonder what would happen if that guy got into an argument with the person who called me sexist for criticizing the ending. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Earlier today, I was just thinking about like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. From like, I was just thinking about like what was like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. In terms of like, I know Danby was somewhere, I don't remember where. I was just thinking about that. Like the most ridiculous argument that someone has ever like said to me. It was the guy who like told me I was racist for not liking Drake. They came to the same conclusion through opposite opinions? What do you mean? That Steven Universe sucks? Or what's your conclusion? I don't understand what you're saying. Because no, those are very different conclusions. Because saying you're sexist for criticizing it is the opposite of criticizing it, which is what my ex did criticize it and basically thought that. Oh, you just meant that people who criticize Louis. No, my ex never said that people who like Steven Universe were sexist or whatever. He literally said that people who thought Lily Orchard was in the wrong were transphobic because Lily Orchard happens to be trans. It's like we were just talking about this earlier that trans people are capable of being problematic. Because I was talking about Blair White and like the idea that trans people cannot be wrong about anything. By the way, my ex-boyfriend was very much not trans. Just wanted to clarify that. Kendrick Lamar, the biggest racist of them all. You haven't kept up with Miraculous Ladybug. They have similar mindsets. I'm talking about the ex saying people only hate Lily because she's trans, and that one person saying, I hate seeing women succeed despite Rebecca being envy when I say I don't like the ending of the show. It's like, how does not liking the ending of a show have anything to do with your opinion of the creator succeeding or not succeeding? Like, what? I don't get that. It's like, whether or not you like something in a show is not something you can control, first of all. You can't control what you like or dislike. Second of all, it's irrelevant to what you think about women or anyone. It's like, you can dislike the person had much deeper problems anyway. Yeah, you can dislike, like, if I criticize anything Taylor Swift does, for example, it would be the same logic of saying if you hate, not even hate Taylor Swift, I don't think you should hate anyone like that, but if you criticize anything that Taylor Swift does or anything that anyone does, you hate seeing women succeed. It's like, what? Like, people are fucking crazy. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that person had other issues because people like that are nuts. I truly do not understand those type of people. Those people are crazy. Truly don't understand. I mean, my ex also had more serious issues. The person got on to people for criticizing Jax. Again, not liking an artist does not equate to being sexist or racist. Because it was more than this guy just saying I was racist for not liking Drake. So the story happened. This guy who used to watch my videos, he used to be he used to like my streams and stuff. This guy, basically, he chatting in like he literally just DM'd me randomly. DMs. There was a time where YouTube had DMs. Actually, no, it wasn't on YouTube. No, never mind. It was on Discord. It was on Discord. And I was like friends with the guy on Discord. It wasn't like in a server. It was just like I was just friends with him, and he just DM'd me one day. I don't know if I posted something about because I made a lot of K-pop videos at the time, and he just like DM'd me. And I want to say this was like 2021, so I was probably like taking a break from K-pop at this point anyway. But this dude just like DM'd me. Or I wasn't like taking a full break from K-pop, but I was like I'd taken a step back from like some of the fandoms I was in. You don't dislike Jack's music? Yeah, she's a woman. I dislike it because it sucks. I mean, yeah, that's totally fair. Anyway, this guy. So he essentially DM'd me. I don't remember how the conversation went, but it was something about Blackpink sucking, whatever, like telling me that Blackpink sucks. And I'm like, I don't know why you're telling me this because your opinion on Blackpink is not going to change my opinion on Blackpink. And I don't know what your point is in trying to tell me this. And then he basically was saying how K-pop sucks, how it's all manufactured or whatever. And I was like, okay, again, not sure. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Not sure why you're telling me this. Like, he was trying to like get me to like change my opinion on K-pop or something. And so I was like, I'm like, you can like what you like. I didn't care if he liked K-pop or not. It was just really weird that he was like singling it out. And then I'm like, do you like Little Mix? Do you like other like Western idol groups or whatever? And he's like, I don't like that either because it was all manufactured. And I was like, okay. So like, it's like, say you don't like manufactured music, say you don't like idol music, because K-pop is Korean pop. I've seen things described as K-pop which are not pop. So it's like, I forget where Dampé was, and it's annoying that I can't remember. Anyway, it's like, I've seen things described as K-pop that are not pop. Like, there's K-R&B, there's K-hip-hop. There are people in K-pop, in the idol sphere, who self-write and self-produce. Like, it happens. Like, Stray Kids 3 Racha, there's Gianna Stoyan, there's other people. Like, so, anyway, the fact, I'm just setting the context because this person then went on to accuse me of racism, which is a little strange considering that this person seemed to be biased toward K-pop specifically. So yeah, that was one thing that happened. But this guy was like, but like, whatever, and then started criticizing me for like my music opinions, and I was like, I'm sorry if my music opinions like offend you. I was just like, I don't know like what you want me to say or do about it. And then he was telling me that like, and this was, I want to say 2021 or like early 2022 when this happened. Okay, Spirit Boss Key, nice. Okay, it was like either 2021 or 2022 when this happened. And he told me that like I didn't like music by black artists, and like I'll be the first person to admit like I'm not well versed in hip hop, but he said something about like, because I remember back in like 2019 I used to make like a top 20 ranked every week, and I guess I had given Savage by Megan Thee Stallion like a 2 out of 5 or something. I didn't even like hate the song. I just gave it like a 2 out of 5 or something. And I don't even know like what my current opinion was. I haven't listened to that song in years, but I just remember him being like, because you didn't like this song by Megan Beyonce, and I'm like, okay. And then he brought up Drake, and he basically said, because I had specifically said that I really did not like Drake's music. I thought it was tired. I didn't like Drake as a person. Oh yeah, I remember now. So I brought up Astro World because basically I made this video, and yeah, I titled it something clickbaity. I titled it like, "We need to cancel Travis Scott." I was basically saying like, how can people still support Travis Scott after this incident? And in saying this, I also criticized Drake because Drake was also at the Astro World concert. The concert which had the whole crowd crush incident. And I had made a video criticizing Travis and Drake for also being there and being complicit in it. And this guy was saying how like I seemed to like unfairly target Drake in my videos because I had put him on a bunch of worse lists and I just said I didn't like Drake in general. And I was like, you know, like I don't like Drake, okay? And then he basically told me that I just don't like black artists and I'm racist. And then I went on and I was like, I found like I had put Doja Cat in The Weeknd and like other black artists on my best list. I'm like, okay. And then I also said that most of my worst songs of every year had been by white artists or just non-black artists. I had put Issues by Julia Michaels at my #1 spot. I had put Gummo by 6ix9ine, which is a non-black guy saying the N-word a lot. I had put Arcade by Duncan Lawrence was one of them. And Deathbed by Palfu and Biba Doobie. Like, these were like my worst hit song of each year. And I'm not even saying whether or not I agree with that anymore. But like, I'm just saying that that was my worst hit song of every year. And the simple fact that people was like none of them had been by black artists at all. I'm trying to think if I even had one year where my worst hit song was by a black artist. And it was like, it was just so stupid. I'm like, dude, you just spent a while like ranting about how you hate K-pop, and then suddenly told me I'm racist because I don't like black artists, which isn't even true. And I'm like, what? Like, that guy was insane. I do not understand. People don't use their brains, and that was the craziest thing I've ever heard someone say to me. Like, seriously. People like that are why boomers say young people are offended by everything. At that point, I just say, lol, I'm block. I did end up blocking the guy. But it was just such a bizarre, I'm like, how are you accusing me of racism? It's just, I do not understand this guy. I think he was like Latino or something. He wasn't even black. He wasn't even like black. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was so strange. It was like just the most ridiculous nonsense. And I'm just like, guy, dude, my guy. Okay. I need to get back to the game here for a second. I'm a little pissed off because I can't find a hook shot anywhere, and I really need one. Really? Hammer doesn't work on these guys? It does, okay. I don't even remember what dungeon this is. I'm just gonna... I know it was a dungeon I couldn't do anything in as a child. It was like Ice Cavern or something, I think. I can do a little bit in Ice Cavern, maybe. I don't have hook shots, so I can't get the stuff on the wall. But I know there was a grotto somewhere where I found like a song that I wanted, but I couldn't get it. I don't even remember where that was now. Oh, Sacred Forest Meadow, I think. Yeah, it was Sacred Forest Meadow. Maybe. I don't even remember at this point. I'm just gonna have to go back through every location once I get a shot. This just quickly turned into a not easy seed. I thought it would be an easy seed, but it quickly turned into not that. So that's what's going on here. But yeah, people are actually stupid. Like people just I do not understand some people's like logic and the way that some people think. I just realized that I only have 4 hearts right now. It's really hard to see. The heart color is hard to see. I would go through all of Ice Cavern, but I can't even get some of the items because they require hook shot. Like this one right here. I can check it, but I can't actually get it. It really sucks because I do have blue fire arrows, so that's cool. I want to equip normal arrows so I can just shoot this thing and see what wonderful item. Okay, that's good. At least that's a junk item. Not missing out on anything yet. I can go ahead and I can do Ice Cavern out of order. I can go ahead and do stuff because I have the blue fire arrows. That's not okay. Really? Okay. Really again? So bad. I don't want to do the puzzle, dude. But like, I got to do all the checks I can. I just realized this is gonna cost magic, so I have to keep swapping back to normal arrows, which is annoying. Normally, I would just use hookshot to kill things, but again, I still don't have hookshot, which is quickly becoming a really bad problem. That's like the one item that's becoming a problem. Like everything else, I can manage not having. Okay, heart piece, I can live without that. Everything else I can manage without, but like, or everything else I'll find eventually. It's just hookshot is the thing, which is locking me out of so much. Like it's literally just locking me out of like a good majority of checks right now, and it's crazy. Like it's locking me out of dungeons. I can't check like Forest Temple entrance, Fire Temple entrance. Like it's locking me out of dungeons. Locking me out of like a ton of checks, a ton of Skulltulas, just random dungeon checks, just everything. It's just locking me out of like everything right now, and it sucks. Wow, I totally missed. It's crazy. So yeah, this sucks. Really. So when I'm done checking Ice Cavern, I'm gonna, I think I'll go Child. And then, yeah, I think I'll go Child and then try to do Lost Woods Child stuff because I hadn't done that. I had forgotten to check that loading zone as Child. So maybe it's like a really obvious Child check that I just missed. That is possible. That is very possible. But yeah, not having hookshot is going to make a huge issue here. So, let's see. Okay, can't see anything right now. I literally have 0 bottles. The only reason, the only reason I'm able to do Ice Cavern at all is because I have blue fire arrows, which kind of leads me to believe that this might be in logic as like something important. But I don't know. That like the fact that I'm allowed to be in here without a bottle is like showing me that I should be in here, but I don't know. Like the fact that I found the blue fire arrows, it's like it's leading me to something else, but maybe I'm wrong here. I mean, there's so many other way of hero things, like it can be like a boss key or something, which is still good. I still need, like I have light arrows, I have bow, like I have a lot of stuff. I just can't do much of anything because I don't have hookshot. That's like it. That's just, once I have hookshot, I should be like pretty good to go in terms of like most checks. Can't do, I'll need boomerangs, I need to do jobber. Like I'm not in go mode, but it will allow me to check a lot more things once I have hookshot. I need beer shield, like, there's other things I need still, but long shot, of course. Maybe iron boots, depends on, just other stuff I need, but I don't know. This is just crazy. I don't even have hookshot to stun the wolf. I usually stun him. Oh, this is so weird. Oh, it's the credits music. So the mini boss music is the credits music. I was like, what is this choral rendition of Zelda's Lullaby? That's so funny. It's one of the credits songs. That is so funny. Anyways. That is hilarious. Alright. Okay, purple rupee. Skulltula token. Okay. Okay, there's a couple more checks I can still do here. What is that? They were, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't think there's any magic drops in Ice Cavern, so I have to, like, not miss too many shots. Can I please break this? Okay, there wasn't even anything in the bottom. Stupid. Oh, it's up here. It's where we need to go. I only need one more blue fire usage anyway. I don't even think I can get to Graveyard. Oh, wait, no, I can, but I already went to Graveyard. Yeah, no bottles. I can't do bottle bug checks with Charlie. There's still a lot of things I can't check. Oh my god, the fucking sound effect. I can't, dude. I hate ice physics. They're so bad. They're so bad. Ice physics are so bad. Really now? Okay, please. Relax. Can I not grab that ledge? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Dude, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die and have to respawn. Oh, there's hearts over here. I forgot. Please die. Okay. It's almost midnight. How the fuck did the time go so fast? I literally started at 8:30 or 8:40. Like, how did the stream go by so fast? That doesn't usually happen. Usually I feel like it's taking forever. Okay, please. Okay, inching ahead here. Okay, hey, that enemy drops magic. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there were any magic drops in Ice Cavern. Oh yeah, I set it to start me with maps and compasses. I forgot about that. I forgot I did that. Please. Okay. Nope, no hook shot. Lovely. Okay. Maybe it's because it's been a while. Been a while since I streamed, I guess, you mean? I guess that's true. What did you notice that the time went so quickly? I'm itching all over. This sucks. I'm literally just itching. My whole back itches. It's so painful. I hate this. It's awful. I keep forgetting I have to work at 9 and not 10, so I have to be up at 8 and not 9. Okay. Dude, this itching is killing me. This is awful. It's so miserable. I'll put more aloe cream on it before I go to bed. Dude, I just want to go to Hyrule, but I don't remember how to get there now. You kind of wonder what if the guy that called you racist likes the Hard Part 6 in Wagwan Delilah. What the fuck is Wagwan Delilah? So, the Hard Part 6 was a Drake diss against Kendrick, right? And then, okay. Oh yeah, this is where I wanted to go anyway, so didn't have to go to Kakariko to here. It's the one where you said no you for 5 or 6 minutes, yeah. Bomb shoe bag, okay, sure, love it, whatever, very useful, beneficial to my exact needs at this moment. If I get Boomerang, I'll do some of the Skulltula checks that can be done as child. Yeah, I need a fire. I also need a fire source and a bottle, but the most urgent thing is Hook Shot for sure. Okay. Wagwan Delilah was Drake taking Hater Delilah and then interpolating it with cheesy fake Jamaican accent and slang, and it's absolutely terrible. And it's the first thing he did after all the diss tracks. Nobody is defending it. What was he thinking? Oh God. That's so awful. My take is that it's a bigger diss towards Drake than Meet the Crabs. Oh my God. Love it. I love getting Deku nuts for all my hard work. Was this Dampé? No. Because it was somewhere I went as adult. This is where there was somewhere. Where was Dampé? I can't remember. Because I know I found it wasn't Lost Woods. Because there's somewhere I went as a child. And then was thinking, man, I need to come back here as adult. And I thought it was one of the Hyrule Field grottos, but it wasn't. Maybe it was the cat grotto? I don't remember. It was a grotto somewhere. I know it was a grotto. I mean, obviously it had to be a grotto. But yeah, it's weird. This whole thing is just super weird. Yeah, if it's not here, I don't know where it is. Hook shot, I mean. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Where is my hook shot? Where is my hook shot? This is crazy. Yeah, if I get Boomerang, I'll do some other checks, but like, single green rupee. I'm very tempted to check the spoiler log for it. Kind of feel like I earned it at this point. Wagwan is greeting in Jamaican for what's up, what's going on. And he appeared on Camila Cabello's new album that everybody seems to not like, so yeah, Drake is trying hard to fan failing and kind of up. He's basically the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah, I'm at a loss. Okay, this is where I just was. One of them goes to the far exit goes to Kakariko, I know. I am at a complete loss right now. I've never watched Monty Python. Sorry to disappoint everyone. Okay, yeah, Brutal Fortress can't do anything here. And the last loading zone went somewhere stupid, but I can't remember where. It was Iconic Wasteland or something, probably. I'm so exhausted. Time was going fast and I was having fun, but now I'm just annoyed. Okay. Like highly, okay. I don't have to comb through way and dress up. I can directly search for the item, so I'm gonna do that. Sorry, my legs hurt badly. Okay. Where is the spoiler log? Why is my page loaded like this? What the fuck is going on with my computer here? Something. Oh, there it goes. What the fuck? What in the fuck is going on with my display? What? What the fuck? I clicked on some sort of ad. I don't want to minimize this because then I might lose it. Okay. Back to the seed page. And now it's not loading at all, which is great. Okay, I can refresh it, I guess. Why can't I scroll? Why is this happening? Why is the page broken? Dude, I need to check the spoiler log. I can't. Okay, here we go. Spoiler log. Okay. I want to search. No. I want. Where's the spoiler log? Why am I on ROM generation? Spoiler log. Okay. Hook shots. But I have to search it in items. I can't search it in prizes. Okay. There's obviously two of them. I don't want to spoil where long shot is, so. Song from Impa. What is Song from Impa? Wait, what? What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. Hold on. I thought that reward was impossible because hold on. Item pool, randomized settings. Okay, to be fair, I never would have found that. Raw spoiler log. I want to go entrances. Okay. Hyrule Castle. Hyrule Castle grounds. Great Fairy Fountain. Hyrule Castle grounds to Hyrule Storms Grotto. Okay, was it outside Ganon? No, it's not listed as outside Ganon's castle. Outside. Where's outside Hyrule Castle? That's what I'm trying to find. Sorry. It's Hyrule Castle grounds, I guess. No, but where's the entrance for it? Confused. I'm just gonna say castle and see if that helps me at all. Castle grounds to market. Oh, it's under castle grounds. Okay. Castle grounds from market. Death Mountain Summit. Right. Okay, I remember this now. Okay. The other thing I wanted to check was Dampe, because I don't remember. Graveyard Dampe's house. Goron City Grotto. Wait, there's a Goron City Grotto? Oh, yeah. Wait, what? GC Grotto? Is that Ganon's castle? No. Graveyard to graveyard, Dampé's grave. Oh, so Dampé's grave is the GC Grotto. Okay. Zora's River. Zora Storm's Grotto was Dampé. Okay. Zora Storm's Grotto was Dampé. Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay. Hold on. Okay, how did I get back? How did I get to Death Mountain Trail originally? Have I gone through this loading zone yet? I don't remember. How did I get to Death Mountain Trail? Because I know I did. Oh yeah, this was where I just came from. Okay. I'm gonna actually no. Warping back to Temple of Time won't help me. It was from Kokiri. I probably should have checked while I was on the spoiler page, but I'll figure it out, I guess. Okay. Bottom of Zora's River takes me somewhere dead-endy, I think. There's a Zora's Mountain or something. Okay. Alright. Okay. Back to Market we go. How do I get back to Hyrule Field? I know there's a way. Is this Hyrule Field? Yeah, no, Graveyard. Okay. How do I get back? My sunburn! Sorry. I could have sworn there was a way into... Okay, there we go. Hyrule Field, at least. Yeah, how do I get back to Death Mountain Trail? I have to get back to Kokiri somehow. But I don't remember how I got to Kokiri. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Full screen. No, that's not the right setting. Okay, I'm just gonna save warp, because save warping as child should put me in my child spawn location, which should put me in Kokiri. Okay. Okay, is this where I wanted to go? I think so. Yes, okay. I forget what dungeon this was as well. It was like a bad dungeon. It was like Shadow Temple? No, it wasn't Shadow Temple. I can't remember what it was. It was Forest, I think. Which I can't do anything in Forest. I could if I had Hookshot, but I thought there was no point in going through Courtyard because I thought that the game giving me Zelda's letter negated. I thought the Emperor word was just given to you. Did I somehow turn off Skip Child Zelda or something? No, but I have Zelda's letter, right? It'd be here. Is that the letter? That's not the right button. I don't know what those D-pad icons mean. Oh, it's showing me. It's just showing me the keys, and then it's showing me the. Okay, that's kind of cool. But can't this be turned into? Wait, do I not have Zelda's letter? Isn't this the slot? Okay, well, no, this is the slot for Zelda's letter. But I'm very confused. But instead of Zelda's letter, it's just showing me these D-pad icon things. Is it because it's Mask of Truth? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'm really confused because I have the Skip Child Zelda thing turned on. So, like, well, no, because Malin isn't here. So clearly, That part got skipped. Because Malin is at Lon Lon. So clearly the Child Zelda thing got skipped. Hang on. So I'm just very confused because I thought the song from Impa was given to you, but clearly Hookshot has not been given to me. So, if it's actually the song from Impa, then it might be impossible. But I don't know. Let me just try this because I don't really understand what this is all about. I have to make it night. I can't. Okay. I'm just gonna try to enter the crawl space and see what happens. I can check the grotto as well, the Storm's grotto. See, to be fair, I would have come back here at some point to check the grotto, but I would never have come back. I would never have thought to check this because I was under the impression that the Impa reward was just given, that the Impa item was just given to you. Because I would usually get like a gold skull soul. That was why I would get a random item because they give you the Impa item if you have Zelda's letter. Hyrule Field right here. Okay, that's cool, but I can't remember if I've gotten anything good in Hyrule Field or not. I'll catch up on chat in a second before I end the stream. If I can get Hookshot here, I'm gonna end the stream. If not, I'm probably gonna have to talk to the OT Discord people and ask them what the heck's going on. Or the OT Randomizer Discord people. There's our Discord for the randomizer. So okay, I have a sword for once, which is nice. It's cool. Cool to have a sword. Takes 8 slashes. That's kind of crazy. Okay. 8 slashes with the clear sword. I can't see it. I can't see. I hate this. I hate this. Die, Rita. Die, 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 die. Okay. Cool. Dagger shield. Great. Fantastic. I totally needed another one of those. Okay, I'm just gonna like set up the crawl space here. Oh wait, no, it's already set up. So that part got skipped. Because isn't that song from Impa? Wait, maybe it's an adult thing. Wait, maybe because there are plenty of adult songs from Impa. Does that mean? Do I get an item? No. What? No, I don't get an item. I could have sworn. Wait, adult song from Impa, is that Shadow? Wait, no, song from Impa as adult would be no Impa, not Sheik. What? Impa doesn't give you a song as adult, does she? I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. Song from Saria, maybe? No? Because wouldn't the song from Impa be given to me by default? I'm starting to think this seems impossible, but that's not supposed to happen because everyone in the OT Discord told me, the OT Rando Discord told me that that's never supposed to happen, that these builds are very, very stable. So I have no clue how that would even be possible. Okay, I'm gonna check items again. Hookshot. Okay, I'm on item locations right now, and I searched Hookshot again. I don't know how I saw a song from Impa before. Okay, Graveyard Dempe Race, freestanding piece of heart. Okay. And Fire Temple Scarecrow chest, so that's probably long shot. Okay. I don't know where I saw a song from it. Okay, wait, is that the prize? No. Oh. Piece of heart. Okay, it's just the first item. Okay. I guess I didn't hit enter on the search. I'm dumb. Okay, I didn't hit enter on the search. I was like, song from Impa's given to you. Okay. That was... I'm actually stupid. I'm actually so stupid. Okay. I am actually so stupid. I didn't hit enter on the search, and the first item on the list is just Song from Impa. So for some reason, I thought that it was saying hook shot was something. No. When I hit search, there's two. One of them is Dampe, and one of them is in Fire Temple, which is that's probably the second one. Because it looked like it was up high, so it's probably the second one. So probably the one that's in logic for me to get right now is probably the Dampe one. So almost vanilla. I was so confused. I was like, what? Okay, if I can find my way back to Zora's River, which I think I can very easily. Because, yeah, they're saying about Zora's River being way to hero, too. Okay. This all makes sense. I was just really confused. I was like, what? I just pulled some skin off my finger, and now it's bleeding. Which is my own fault for pulling skin off my finger, but I thought that it was, it was like a wart or something. Okay, okay, here I am. Here's Zora's River. Okay. Because, well, to be fair, I would have found it eventually then because I was looking for Dampe and I just couldn't remember where Dampe was because I thought it was in Hyrule Field. I knew it was somewhere I had come as a child and it was like, yeah, I should come back here as an adult. And apparently it was the Zora's River, so I know where long shot is now. I kind of got spoiled on that because there were two hook shots and I saw both of them because I mean, to be fair, it's not that different from just seeing a hint which says long shot is in Fire Temple because I don't remember where in Fire Temple it was. I just saw it in Fire Temple. Yeah, I got really confused. I was like, what in the world was that song from Empress shit? No, okay. It was just normal. But yeah, I tend to pick at my skin and it bleeds, and it's great. Hopefully it will stop before I have to like go to work tomorrow. Well, I guess tomorrow is now today because it's as Gorillas once said, tomorrow comes today. That like orange navy color is throwing me off. Dude, my back is itching so badly, but I know if I scratch it, it will just make everything worse. And I really can't afford to make everything worse. It's awful. I've never had my skin peel off my back. It's crazy. Do not sit on the beach. Do not sit on the beach. I'm telling you guys, don't sit on the beach. It's a scam. Oh god, I'm itching so badly right now. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right. Let me catch punch out here. Okay. My question is, why did he pretend to be Jamaican? For reference, the Black Knights get all his limbs chopped off easily and then declares, all right, we'll call it a draw. When his first arm gets chopped off, he says it's a flesh wound. Apparently, the Plain White Chiefs themselves reacted to it and hated it. Oh yeah, people even thought it was AI and not Drake. Drake tends to sound like AI. Ironically, though, enough, Push-Ups and Family Matters were his best songs in over a decade. I'm not into them, but he actually tried. Something I can't say about anything, literally anything else you've heard from him since 2018. I also pick my skin. I've had this habit to my all my life, and I still don't know why I have it and wish I could just stop specifically on my fingertips. Yeah. So 2018 wasn't a decade ago, though. 2018 was like not a decade ago. So I'm not sure what you mean exactly about best songs in over a decade. If he hasn't tried since 2018. You generally don't like him, but you can say you tried before 2018. Do you actually think those are his best songs in since 2014 or since 2018? You like Passion Fruit, which is from 2017. Oh wait, maybe you said half a decade and I didn't read it. No, you said over a decade. Okay, never mind. I did read that right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, wait. It would be over half a decade then, not a full decade. Okay, yeah. Either way, best songs he's made in a while. So you don't like? Oh, quick question. You don't like Nice for What? I see. You don't hate it. I like Nice for What. Well, it kind of looks bad in hindsight now because he's shouting out all the ladies, which is a little weird considering the whole deadbeat allegations. But I like the beat. I like how it sounds. He actually sounds energetic. He sounds like he's trying on that song. It rubs you the wrong way. That's totally valid. It just goes off in certain settings. Like I wouldn't seek it out anymore. I wouldn't actively seek out any Drake songs at this point. It does the thing where it reminds you of a song you could have listened to instead. That being X Factor by Lauryn Hill, my least favorite song from that album, but still really good. Oh, okay. Yeah, all I gotta say is when I say it goes off in certain settings, like if you walk into a club or something and it was playing. See, I heard it on like an amusement park ride, and that went off. But like as a hype song, it works well. But as like if you think about the lyrics too hard, then it's awkward. I guess. I mean, at the time, I thought it was just a good song, but definitely does a better job of it than In My Feelings. That's true. There's also God's Plan from that year, from that album. She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. In My Feelings, do you think it was made just to get people to stop talking about Pusha T's diss? I mean, yeah, Drake is such a what's the word? He's good at trying to cover things up. Okay, I have to go to bed. I'm sorry. I'm also starting to be in a lot of pain. I forgot I was on my period. I literally forgot. But now I'm being reminded, so that's fun. Slime ball? What? Oh, I was talking about what Drake is. You're saying he's a slime ball? Okay, yeah, fair. Speaking of balls, did you see the amount of hair that my cat had on her? Because that was insane. She's crazy. She's not even a long haired cat. She's just shedding like mad because it's hot as fuck out, and the cat sitter just didn't even brush her at all, which is fantastic. Anyway, I'm actually going now. Ugh. I feel like an old lady. I'm in so much pain. I feel like an old lady trying to get up.